Alrighty. I believe
Shit,
everyone.
where's the map thing?
Good job.
Check pinned in Froggy beginning.
Okay, thank you.
Your mining spelunking adventure continued, and you found yourselves locked in combat with a huge insect creature that was later revealed to be rather magical. You managed to defeat it despite the skin of your teeth and some helpful assistance from Wandering Wind. And after getting
Training wheels.
Yeah, and after regaining your breaths, respective breaths, Boss learned some very interesting things that unfortunately he no longer remembers quite clearly.
Or I do, but I conforce.
You are confused indeed. Further ahead of you is the piles of shimmering golden things.
Oh yeah, there's gold there.
What would you like to do?
I think we should go touch the mysterious golden things. That can only lead to good things happening.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Everything in this dungeon is 100% safe to interact with without investigating.
Hence why Bob.
Somebody got
Oh, I just heard someone dying. Oh,
mid-sentence. Mid-sentence
oh
even.
no.
Come on.
Michael, I just did some stream. I did some stream sniping.
Good job, Yanni. Alrighty then. Okay, let me just add. Welcome back, Fives.
Fives is alive.
Can you hear us?
That scared me. I thought that my Discord decided to punch me in the gut again.
Wap.
Oh well.
It's like, oh hey, it's been a week since the last session. Yeah, you're gonna be fucked again. It's like, okay. That is what was I gonna say? Right. That is why Bask, after waking up, walks to Mozava. Kind of just thanks Merg or Solman, sorry, and says for helping him up, and wobbly walks over to Mozava and asks if what he saw happened.
If what are you talking about? Happened.
Like what happened to Bask when he fell?
Essentially, he kind of blanked out. It fell. It was like, what happened? And now he's asking, I believe, Morzaber what he saw because the boss doesn't remember.
Solman.
Is that it?
I mean,
Right?
what pretty much happened was like Buzz just suddenly like fell to the floor, and then Wandering Wind just healed the Bask, wasn't it?
Was he the one who healed me?
I'm wondering when was the one who healed you, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I see. What shall we do with that? Bask points south,
Up to you, vote.
looking at everyone.
You can clearly see from here that what separates you from the piles are some form of cell door. And then beyond that cell door is another door.
I guess we can go look at what it's about.
Let's go and look at the door.
You approach
Yeah.
then.
Before that, Basketball, you would like to use a spell slot.
Two.
It's like, actually.
Oh, actually,
What will you do?
Actually, detect magic. Again, because I was fucking bonked.
Well, I can't say with advantage.
Are you serious?
With advantage.
Why advantage?
Ah, okay, I see what's going on. I think I do. Plus, the hell's my con? Like -3 or something? No, it's 3. That's a
You're all
60.
very buff.
You cast a spell, and immediately you sense something rather magical to your side. But having the trace memory of looking at this thing, you recognize that. Oh yeah, that thing is rather magical. So you manage to avert you guys just in time.
Yeah, I'm looking at the cell. I'm looking very intently at the cell door, not to Bosk's left. All right.
From
Wait,
all the way
so-
over here.
Wait, what was it? All the cell doors like magical?
Well, he would have approached.
I think Bosk is just preemptively trying to check for magic just because.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's doing essentially.
That seems,
Okay.
Yeah, that seems like a wise thing to do.
So are the cell doors magical?
The cell doors are not magical. You do not. Hold
Okay.
on. What's the radius of detect magic again?
Sight, I believe.
I do not believe it is sight.
Or is it? Wait, is it 60 feet?
I believe it's normally 30, but we've ruled it as 60.
Oh, yeah, it's within 30 feet of you.
Yeah.
Detect
Yeah, but I
magic?
believe Rudu and I believe you even, right, was 60.
Okay, let me change that then.
Did we?
Because I have not.
I don't
This
remember.
this has not come up
It's been
before.
a long time.
This has not come up before, so let me just make that 60 for the sake of
Okay, so
things.
yeah, detect magic is 60 feet then. All right.
Alright, so you do not sense anything magical about the cell gates.
What
It's-
about beyond them?
Beyond them, however, you do sense a couple of pings of magic from within the piles on the other side of the cell door. Abjuration, transmutation, evocation.
Okay.
Those three.
Just going to.
And there are
just,
three different
can
sources.
A question. Can I just do a real quick a perception and investigation check, just like in the area in front of between us and the gate? I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's nothing. I just want to check.
Say it
you
again.
know.
What are you trying to investigate?
If-
Roll perception and
if
then
not, like-
investigation.
If there are any like I don't know traps or something, and there are probably not. But
Yes,
you
roll
know.
invest. That's that's Feel free to roll investigation. Just investigation.
Okay.
You're just specifically going to look for traps.
Okay. Investigation. Intelligence
Hmm.
+4.
Con save XP to Bosk,
And intelligence for spellcasting.
and then intelligence for Mozavar.
Yep. 21.
With a 21, as you make your way through the cell door, you do not see any sort of trap on the way.
Okay. All right.
Can
So-
we check
In
if
that
the cell
roll,
door
you
is
would
locked?
see no traps on the cell or anywhere along the gate of it.
Okay.
Seems to be all perfectly mundane and fine.
You see that the gate has. You see that the cell door has a lock on it.
I'm gonna
Okay.
fix that.
So wait,
I mean-
is the gate locked?
The cell door appears to be locked. It has a lock.
Okay.
Can we just bust it down, actually?
I could actually. I could
to
just
you.
break the lock.
It's up to you. Would you like to pick it or break it?
There's
Bosk
someone
would
with these
also-
tools.
Bosk could also inform the two others while staying a bit behind, carefully.
But yeah, the sources you see
mhm.
are in one of the piles, abjuration and transmutation, and then in another pile, you would see evocation, and then in another pile, what was the other one I made? I totally forgot off the top of my head.
So wait, are those what are those piles? Are they like crates or?
They're
Those
just
are
in a
piles of gold and other miscellaneous gold and valuable looking stuff. Essentially, it is like an amalgamation of treasure just hoarded into the two corners.
Coins. You see what looks to be a couple of copper and silver pieces as well mixed in there. It's essentially just a treasure hoard.
Okay.
So one pile has abjuration transmutation, one pile has evocation, and what does the third pile have?
Abjuration, transmutation, and evocation. Very cool.
So wait, you have one thing that has repelling magic on it, one that has magic that just pops things into existence, and another that has what? And another that I guess has transformation magic on it.
Yes, because there were three separate
Yeah.
piles or instances.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yes,
the
I
magic.
forgot what the third one is off the top of my head.
The first one
Evocation,
is like
transmutation, abjuration.
All right.
that's kind of strange. Like, why would golden object have these kind of schools of magic on them?
Well, it's from what Boss can see, it's something inside the pile, a particular source and object.
Oh, okay. So it's not
Alright.
the golden objects. I'm probably-
Yes, the pile of stuff is thin enough that he can see the magic through it.
Alrighty.
Alright.
How will you proceed?
I would like to try and pick the lock.
Something feels off.
Alright.
Evocation and transmutation are often
Roll me a Tinker's
used
Tools.
for traps. Be careful, you two.
The
Roll
one
skills.
source is transmutation.
Okay. Maybe you could write down which pal has which. Maybe.
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
what I have right
All
now.
right, I'll do that.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I
Over
can.
here,
Yeah.
so Emmy, you handle the door. I'll get there.
Alrighty. That's dexterity XP.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So did he manage to open the
So,
lock?
with a 14, you definitely insert your tools into the lock, and in no time at all, it clicks open, and you take the lock off.
Nice.
Merc slowly, cautiously opens the door and more out of instinct than anything else, creeps silently into the room.
You do. And as
Yes.
you creep into the room, you notice
Oh,
on,
is
hold
he
on,
dead now?
let me check.
That
No,
giggle
no
makes
worries,
me
no worries.
unbelievably afraid.
No, she's making fun of me for forgetting. Consider we
Oh,
just went
okay.
over this.
Okay. That was the sort of giggle that makes all of your organs compact to a tiny little ball.
Yeah, everything just retracts.
And then there would be right here in front of Morzaver. Well, on the other side of the gate.
So which one?
Actually,
which
four
one is-
sources. Four
Okay,
sources.
so transmutation and abjuration, evocation. Oh, okay. So the first object is both. Okay.
Yeah, that's what you see.
And I would relay that to the party and warning them about the especially about the transmutation and evocation ones.
Okay, to continue
There's-
what I'm saying.
Yeah, there's. Sorry, go on.
To continue what I'm saying, once you slip inside, Solomon, you notice that. Actually, roll my perception check.
Okay.
You notice something off. Roll a perception.
D20 plus 3, I believe.
Wisdom
Yay.
experience. The door ahead of you
Okay,
appears to
great.
be ajar.
Sorry.
Wait, what?
A jar. No, it's a pot.
This is actually one big jar.
Shut
It's
you.
clearly a vase.
Ajar,
A
as
box.
in not closed.
Slightly open.
As in, yeah, slightly
Yeah.
open.
Yeah.
Okay.
God, we're fucking dorks.
So you are.
Anyway, so you now have access to the quote
Treasure
gold
hoard.
treasure hoard. What would you like to do? And by the way, you all know exactly where each one of these objects are. Boska showed you all.
Okay. I'm curious. I kind of want to check, but considering the school of
think-
magic they have, it might not be it might not be safe to check them.
I think Merg would like to ask Bosk specifically to investigate what's going on with those piles, because this is not his area of expertise, and he does not want to stick his hand into a magical meat grinder by accident.
You're proficient investigation, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think I have expertise in investigation.
Well, so you got detect magic and expertise. You sounds like the man for the job.
Yeah. Very well.
Roll investigation.
So,
Boss carefully walks up.
so do we just literally just inspect each item and
Oh, no, I-
sort through them?
I deleted Bosk from existence by mistake.
Control Z. Control Z.
That's a total 11.
All right.
Okay, now I'm just causing Merg to infinitely multiply. Oh my god.
Wait, what did you do?
I don't even
Let's
know.
see.
I should just stop pressing buttons.
What do you
okay.
think? What do you think, Ben? Should you roll again? Would that be
Oh,
advantage?
that's fine.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that would be advantage because you have detect magic.
Ah, okay.
Derp.
That is a
Natural. No, it's
13. That's a 13. 13.
a 13.
All right, and you want
Yes.
to get the list of stuff, and I'll describe this.
Yeah, because the 4 is the advantage there.
All right,
Oh yeah.
boss. You being able to see exactly where they are, and with your investigative ability, you very carefully, move away the coins away from there to reveal the item. And what you can see of them is they're not traps; they are actually magical items.
Oh.
Oh,
4 of them.
Okay. These
In
are
this
Weaken has?
In this here, let's see. In this one,
So
you
you
find
give them the objects, not the names. They gotta identify it first.
you find yeah, of course, naturally. In this one over here, if I'm not mistaken. Good little last image. You find what appears to be a jar.
a jar, which
We
is
found the door.
a jar, which is a jar.
As you look
This
at it,
jar is not a jar.
as you look at it,
There's a jar door.
as you look at it, it seems to be filled with some sort of liquid. Do you touch
I
it?
adore the jar. No.
They already know it's not trapped. I mean, it's a jar.
It's a jar, but do you touch it though?
Which one was this? The one on
It
the
is the
left.
pile
I
next to you two. There is a jar full of some clear, slightly murky liquid.
The jar looks to be made of something, some
yeah.
sort of transparent crystal.
And your magic shows that this very clearly is covered in abjuration magic with some traces of transmutation magic within the center of it.
Do you touch it though? That's the question.
Bosk figures that. I imagine Bosk would figure that since it has protective and transformative properties, it probably is safe. So yes, Bosk would touch it.
As you
And he would
touch
pick
it,
it out.
as you touch it, your finger sticks a little to it. It kind of feels sticky. like a syrupy substance of some sort.
Wait, what's the object looking like?
It's a
cover of
crystal
it?
jar that feels sticky to the touch, almost like it's coated in some sort of syrupy substance.
You.
What
You gotta
is
wash
this?
your.
Merg, hold this, please.
Okay.
In
Um.
this pile, you find
Bosk would press.
Going counterclockwise.
Bosk
Counter-
would
Merg
press-
did take the jar. He's not super happy about it, but if Boss says it's safe, it's probably fine.
What-
In this
why
pile.
not?
Actually, can I
Yeah.
kind of wanna have most of her maybe like has to see the items, and I kind of wanna try to
I need to actually show you the items first, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, in this one, in front of you, you find what appears to be 4 beads, small. They can use
They are
beads.
stringed together with a string, a mundane string. The magic itself appears to be coming from the beads.
Okay,
Evocation magic.
beads.
And now that Boss gets a close look at it, this is not just evocation magic, it's powerful evocation magic.
Oh boy.
They sound like excellent fidget toys. We should definitely touch these.
However,
Boss.
Boss, with your investigation roll, you notice that the beads are slightly damaged.
Great.
Like there's a few cracks in them. One in particular looks to be, well, barely held together.
Here,
This isn't my area of expertise. Boss carefully extracts the strung together beads from the pile.
to continue, here,
Mhm.
you find what looks to be I want to say, I'm gonna go with the units I'm used to. Let's see how that goes for. A bit on the 2-meter long staff with a jewel on its top.
A jewel?
A jewel.
Did you?
Okay.
Lots of transmutation all up in here.
And over here, final one, you see what looks to be a censer. For those who don't know, an incense burner.
Yep.
Oh, incense. Okay.
Just, just resting there.
It's a sensor. It will insert a loud bleeping noise whenever someone swears.
Alright.
That's why it's transmutation, and that's why it's transmutation, because it will transmute your words to something less offensive.
Alrighty, you may distribute that as you wish.
Okay, I kinda wanna have Mortimer ask if he can see the items to maybe use identify spell on
Yeah,
them.
because
Feel free.
I imagine Bosk would also know that most of her.
However,
Like-
if you guys take a short rest, you can identify the items during the period of a short rest without having to cast spells on them.
I mean, I can use the identify as a ritual to literally not use. Yeah, but I guess, yeah. I
Well,
mean, like,
take
no.
40 minutes to do it on all 4, so just also take
Oh.
a short rest.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so you can do that if you guys like, and during that you can see the rest of the pile if you like, or you can continue on forward. It is up to you guys what you'd like to do.
I mean, wait, if we do a short rest, we learn like the magic ones, the properties and stuff?
Yes.
Yes, we
Oh.
learn. Yeah, because you can just cast
Right.
identify as a ritual 4 times. Ritual is 10 minutes, so 4 items, 40 minutes.
I
Unless
think
you
Merg
get to
would
roll
like to
with
take a
anything.
moment to
Wait.
identify these items.
Oh, wait.
Alrighty.
So,
Bosk is also interested.
Okay, wait. So what you're saying is basically I cast identify. I then take a short rest and I just regain everything back. Is that it?
No.
No, because like you can cast Identify as a ritual spell. A
Yeah.
ritual spell does not require a use of a spell slot, but it takes 10 minutes. So you can do that 4 times back to back.
Yeah,
Which-
I
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just suggesting doing that during a short rest, or
You
Yeah,
can
Well,
always
technically,
do.
you can do it right now while not taking a short rest, but everyone's have to stand and watch
You
you
can
do
also-
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can also just use your spell slots. I mean,
I mean, and what I was thinking of is like just taking the time to identify them. But I guess we can take a
Mhm.
short rest while we do that.
Yeah,
Alright,
why not?
so you guys can roll however much hit die you want to get some health back.
let's see if it takes. Let's see. I want to
so
say
how
a short rest. I want to say a short rest would be a minimum of 1 hour. I want to say for this, so you won't get the benefits of one, but you do get to save your spell slots if you want to.
Yeah, unfortunately. But hey,
Okay. So wait, we don't get any health back, or do we?
No,
Okay.
40 minutes is it's a bit short. I would say for a short rest.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess literally like Mozo is just like sitting here with the items, just like identifying
All
each
right.
of them.
So over the course of
no, essentially the other two would get a short rest. You would not because you're currently busy.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes
that
sense.
too. That,
So
let's
Bosk
see.
and Merg, if you'd like, you can roll some hit die, get some health back.
Boss
well,
would
Merg's
like
very
to...
slaving
I would
away.
I personally would say no at this because, like I said, 40 minutes is not a lot. of
Merc
time.
somehow appears to be at full health,
For
so
what short rest?
Yeah,
is.
you literally were like attacking at a distance.
yeah.
But anyway, we can figure that out
Oh.
later.
Somehow
we'll
the
hit this
spellcaster
really.
is also one to wear in the melee.
You can spend
Well,
as many
one
hit dice as you
spellcaster
you can
would-
spend as many hit dice as you like. But remember, you
Right.
don't get. Well, yeah, you actually get them back at long rest because rules. If you want to heal, that is, you can roll
Wait, so
hit dice.
so what's happening?
I'm talking to the others.
Okay.
Those who would like to
Oh.
take a short rest to regain health must roll hit dice. Will show you the sheet. Mozaver, you don't get to do that. So, for example, Merg, where's this from? Why do you have a max HP bonus of 6?
I have no idea.
Yeah. That's strange. You should take that out.
Okay. My best guess is that at some point I was given temp HP and I put it there without thinking. Or...
Temporary HP.
As a-
Here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's where it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
a plausible place for
Anyway.
Idiot Frog to think it
Anyway.
might go.
Anyway, so, Mozaves, you touch these items, you learn that the sticky crystal jar is a bottomless jar of never-ending pickles.
The what?
Of unending pickles.
It's a jar of infinite pickles.
That
Who li-
sounds
Yeah. Who likes pickles?
that sounds nasty.
Let me see. I need to look that again.
Hang on a second. I just realized you can drown something in brine that way.
Oops.
Just hold the jar,
Oops. No,
the jar and hold it upside
Wait,
down. It's gonna endlessly pour out.
It
Wait,
is-
wait! I can just feel the hole that the beast came from.
Yeah.
It is not. It is. Already know this was mentioned. It is non-attunement. It is non-attunement.
Would be an insult if it was.
That would be funny if it was, honestly.
Well,
Uh-huh.
like, it's not what?
It is
Concentration.
non-attunement. It is non-attunement, which means it works even if you aren't attached to it. Essentially,
Oh, okay. Yeah, makes sense. So wait, I
The
should
way
make
it
sure not to
works-
skip it over.
And the way it
Paste it in
works,
chat.
and the way it works. Okay, I'll put it in chat.
Just paste them all in chat.
Yeah, easier that way.
Yeah, I was writing it down
Don't
what
need to
you
take
were
several
saying.
minutes for each.
Yeah, I was writing down what you were saying, but yeah. I mean, you could always like say it.
The second
say
thing
it
you
out
notice. Second thing you notice, as you touch the rod, you know that this is an immovable rod.
You didn't just give us an immovable rod.
Wait, what is an immovable rod?
It's a fucking meme item.
When
Well,
you
not a
push
meme.
the, when you push the gem as an action, it will magically be fixed in place.
Oh, okay.
You should have just pasted or made this copy paste.
Yeah,
I will.
I swear to God.
It's both a meme and useful.
Uh-huh. It's a useful meme.
There you
It
go.
is also it is
Yeah,
not
I
a
mean, like-
achievement.
I can definitely see how it's going to be useful.
Just chuck this thing in a dragon's belly. There you go.
I
Oh.
remember reading this. I remember reading a story where someone
Fine. Next.
used one of these to hold someone in place
Yeah.
on an airship, and then they made the airship take off without thinking.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Because like the rod will not move unless you put like a retarded amount of strength against it. So
Yep.
anything that comes in contact with the rod wins.
Yeah, essentially,
I'm
if
just
I'm not mistaken, the only person that can end the effect is the person who started it.
I believe
I'm
so,
just-
yes.
And I'm just thinking that in theory you could drown something in pickles.
Mm-hmm.
You could
Just
technically do that too.
Screw open the jar, just
Do you see
insert
what I put in
it
chat?
upside down into the thing's mouth, and just endless pickles just pour into the body.
Did you see what I posted?
It says that it's.
Yeah, I'm currently reading through them. And a creature that can make a DC 30 strength check, moving the fixed rod up to 10 feet on a success.
The fun thing is DC 30 is nothing in like the campaign that Rudo runs.
Yeah,
It's nothing.
I mean, I
Sure.
imagine it's like you need like a D20 with like a bonus 10 strength somewhere. From
Yeah,
somewhere.
Okay,
you're not making that strength check unless you're like a fucking giant or a dragon.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Pretty
For
much.
that jar
And finally,
thing, just
yeah.
set up a big ass saw trap for that.
Okay, a sense of relaxation once per day. When saffron is burned inside it, a pleasant aroma will exude from it. When experiencing the effect of a short rest while smelling the incense, the minimum roll of hit dice expended is half the max roll. Okay,
So
so
essentially,
basically-
if you have D8s, the number of D8s you roll cannot be lower, or the number on the D8 cannot be lower than half. So it would be 4.
oh,
So if
that's
you rolled a
cool.
1, it'd actually be a 4.
And
2 would actually be a
finally-
4.
Does Boss give Moziver the necklace?
Yep.
It is
Carefully.
this.
Before you do that,
The
Wandering
leg
Wind
blast
sees
fireball!
this and immediately snatches it from you.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh boy.
He's a very roll inside.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was like, okay, so it's an item that has evocation magic on it that's damaged. I was like,
Yeah.
this thing is gonna explode on us, isn't it?
Yeah, Bosk did warn you guys about this, especially about the transmutation and evocation.
I mean, you're the one who took the beads.
Uh-huh.
So Wandering Wind kind of takes a look at it, kind of
Insight?
analyzes it.
Oh wait, insight. Where is my?
Roll in-
Yeah, I'm looking for my
Wisdom?
insight. Insight, wisdom +5. Good.
Wisdom XP.
Do I roll insight?
If you like.
Anybody
you should-
can if they like.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Wait, is it 4 or 5 on my insight? It's 5. Okay.
Neat. Wisdom XP for everyone.
Yep. Thank you for reminding us. I still gotta like to go through like last session's dice to
Oof.
All right,
fix the
Boss-
None of us have our brain cells open right now.
Oscar Merg, you can tell just looking at him, he looks very concerned in regards to this object.
Mm-hmm.
However, Morziver, you can tell that he appears to know what this is and is very concerned. Like, you can tell that much.
It has extremely strong evocation magic. I
Well,
assume
Wandering
that.
Wind kind of looks at it.
so I
Oh,
guess
sorry, go on.
so I guess we
No.
only spent like 30 minutes for now.
Yeah. No, that's
Wandering Wind takes a look at the beads.
Yeah, I guess more of us than seeing that would ask what item this is.
He didn't say. Well, I cannot say exactly what's within the beads, but I know so much just by looking at these that these beads often contain spells within them. However, you said that this is strong evocation magic, yes? So I
What-
can
what-
probably assume that whatever is in this is probably a powerful spell.
Wait, wouldn't since Mozova learned like the name of the item, right?
Wait, did I learn it?
No, he grabbed it before you could cast the spell on it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
my bad.
yeah. So
Yeah,
so no, logically I wouldn't even know the name.
Oh, okay. All right. I was just all right. Okay. Sorry. My bad.
And then
So-
he say, sometimes when identifying damaged items, during the process, things could go wrong. And while I don't know what's in this, I prefer not for it to, so to speak, blow up in your face. Figuratively or literally, hopefully not the later. So Wandering Wind takes one of the beads, the damaged ones, the most damaged one, and just kind of like flicks it down into the hole.
And
the
as he
hole?
does,
He like just threw it down in the hole.
yeah, and as it does, you hear it, and then you begin to hear from below, deep down below, a low humming sound.
Explosion.
And suddenly, you all watch as just an inferno erupts from
Morziver,
below.
make a dex save.
Oh fuck! I should have looked down. Should I? Dex save. Regular dex save, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, so dexterity +5. I don't have any inspiration, do I? No, I do not.
Nice.
+5. 16.
Nice.
You hop out of the way, no problem.
Okay, good.
As essentially just a torrent of fire shoots up out of the hole briefly.
Would Bosk know what, or like based on like he knows that it's strong evocation magic, but would Bosk be able to figure out like
Roll
which
Arcana.
spell this is?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it's me or kind
Well,
of
it's strong evocation magic that makes an explosion of fire. I think that's just basic 2 and 2 at that point.
Yeah, but there are like 10 to 20 different spells that match that exact description.
Oh,
Okay, well,
It's like the degree of which the destruction is depends on the spell.
21?
Okay, one look at the fiery blast, so you immediately know what this is.
Fireball
That was the spell Delayed Fireball.
with delay.
Or delayed blast fireball, I think.
Delayed Blast Fireball, yeah.
Yeah, isn't that shit like what 7th
Mhm.
level or something?
Mhm.
Jesus.
Wandering Wind kind of like turns
But
back
what-
to you all, holding the string, is like, that could have been very bad.
Bosk just has this like face.
um,
And Wandering Wind walks over and hands it back to you. You can do with these what you like, but, well, I suppose I'll just leave that to you.
are they even safe to transport?
You
I feel
don't
like the
know.
safest option might be to throw all of them into that hole.
I think just leaving them here would be a better option. They seem like some like I don't know. It's like beads that if they take enough damage, they may explode on you. So like we just left it this to for a few fall down the hole. I feel like any like a small shock in the bag
Yeah,
would
that's fair.
potentially
Yeah, but at the
blast
same
you into fire.
but considering this kind of magic, Bosk would be very reluctant to let this item go.
Yeah, yeah.
It might, like, come on, don't you want to like just throw one of these beads at someone or all three of them, and they take like fucking 40d8 fire damage?
3 remain.
I'll feed these to Wandering Wind. Fucking.
Hold up, dude, bitch.
That was delayed blast fireball.
Wait. Hold on. I'm gonna ask something real quick. Just.
Okay.
I'm going to do it DM because I don't know, but.
When do we what?
Were you sending the DM?
Just because.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and Bosk.
Yeah.
Bosk would know from these beads. Generally, throwing them won't do anything,
Okay.
or they won't activate them generally. But you can surmise that based off of how damaged that one was, it was probably rather volatile.
Right.
These ones, however, you're unsure what they'll do if you throw them,
All right.
or though what you do know is if you were to attempt to use them, it might not work as intended.
So okay, so it's also
Yeah.
damaged, but not as badly as the one you just threw.
Yeah,
I'll
Wandering
see.
Wind took the damaged one and tossed it down.
Right, but okay.
The very damaged one. The others are damaged as well, a little.
Fucking hell. Bosk is just like inspecting these things like it is like fucking hotel room or whatnot. And suddenly
That is not outside the entire realm of possibility.
yep. It's
Bosk is aware that damaged magical items that possess offensive capabilities are generally dangerous to have around. But
yeah.
Okay, I might have an idea.
anywho, so outside of those items,
And more than I
what's in
have
that pile again?
Okay, can I propose the idea of using mending on the beads?
Mm-hmm.
Not
Would
sure
be a
if that
good
works
idea.
on magic items.
I mean,
remember.
at the very least for like repairing the physical part of the object.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Since the magic is quote unquote unharmed, I'd imagine.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm guessing the only reason they're like so volatile is because the object itself is
Yeah, it's
damaged.
physically fragile.
All right, you
Yeah,
cast
you can
mending.
take 1 minute doing that for each one, so it's 3 minutes. But anyways, so while you're doing that, so the rest of you are going to check out is the pile of treasure.
To repeat, you've already extracted the magical items. Otherwise, you find an assortment of gold coins, silver pieces, some copper, and various trinkets.
Okay.
I'm gonna say with that.
Yeah, write down how much of each, I guess.
Let's see. Excuse me.
Also, yay, I'm finally able to use many of these spells, utility spells that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, feels good. I am useful.
I kinda want to just inspect every single coin.
Oh my god. Inspect every single
Come
No,
on.
just no, because out of character, I have a feeling that both of these both of them have a grudge
I-
against me.
I will straight up admit here and now that we will not throw a coin mimic at you because that's just me.
I appreciate it.
A what?
A coin mimic.
It's a mimic that looks like a coin that eats coins.
Oh.
So you can
Essentially-
imagine
yeah.
what will happen if you put it in a bag of coins.
Yeah, essentially, I gave it to one of my players, and they were like, "Oh, here you go." It was a copper coin, and the player was like, "Oh, okay, I'll take it." And he lost like what 500, 300 gold.
Until he noticed or something?
Yeah, and then there's just one.
Oh, are
happy,
we like
there's one
divvying up the
happy.
treasure yet, or I don't know what's happening.
Yeah,
Yes,
Oh,
roll
that's-
investigation to, well, count the treasure.
Bosk would.
Okay.
Yeah, Bosk would essentially ask, wondering, how did you know that the item would be of that, I suppose, volatility?
Well, I can say is I know what these items typically tend to be. However, I wasn't really particularly sure what's inside of it. However, when these sorts of things are damaged, when they're caught into contact with other magic, well, things could go bad. Like, say, if you cast Identify on that, their wandering kind of pauses for a moment. Let's just say, yeah, we don't want to think about what would have happened.
Therein lies the dilemma. Why did these supposed simple gnolls possess such a dangerous item?
That is a very good question. In fact, there's a lot of very good questions in this place.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Wandering Wind. Or right out of my snout. There we go.
Oh.
So I guess I'm still repairing the things, or
No,
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
we
have it.
already done.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
It don't take a minute.
So yeah,
Bosk essentially watches Mergs win through the goal, through the money.
well, so I guess currently I have the beads of destruction or whatever it's not called.
Does
The
does
beads of
Salmon take
annihilation.
does Salmon take the sensor?
Yes, I think Salmon likes the sensor.
I mean, yeah, I guess someone probably took
I
the
can-
things after I was done
I
with
could
it.
probably
explaining.
pawn this for money, he says. He's lying. He's keeping it.
Add the sensor relaxation to your inventory.
Okay.
Okay, what's the name of the necklace again?
The
Oh yeah,
what?
I guess. Oh, I guess can I use I guess identify on the necklace?
Oh,
now?
you already know what they are. Oh, you mean the necklace itself?
Yeah, I mean the bead and stuff like that. I don't know.
You never
let's
identified the beats because Wandering suggested that that might be a bad idea.
And
Okay,
based
I
off
mean-
of what Bosk said, you know at least that one
I mean,
was delayed fireball. But as far as the other ones, you'd have to do individually.
I meant
However,
like,
that would then take 30 minutes.
I meant like since now that I repaired them, there shouldn't be a problem with it, would they?
Well, Boss could immediately surmise, based off his knowledge, that it would be safe
Thanks,
to
Sammy. I was
identify
just
these.
gonna ask.
Oh, yeah, I guess. And so, okay, wait, I didn't understand. You are cat for a moment. So Bask would say what?
Oh, it's up to him to say, but he would know that it would be safe.
Oh, I mean, Bosk would have just quoted Wandering, saying that if the item is intact, then yes, it would be at least safer to carry around.
So you're gonna cast your identify again on it, or carry it around? Sorry, I misunderstood. Never
I
mind.
forgot to clarify. Wandering Wind meant that one in particular.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
So
Sorry,
I
my
guess-
mistake.
So yeah,
Okay.
I guess now they're mended and also I
Mhm.
guess. So yeah, I guess
And
I'll
that's
cast
the,
identify. I guess I cast identify on the beads.
essentially that. I also added more descriptions of the treasure in the pile.
Yeah.
Magical chin-up bar. The immovable rod.
Yes.
I imagine that would be Merg.
I mean, like, immovable rod looks like something like you can literally pop in and like kind of use it to like climb up things.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's literally like a free thing that you
Anyway.
can just carry around.
To move this along a little,
Wants
lo-
the
little
Merc
bit.
wants the incense
Essentially-
burner. Smells nice.
The immovable rod is as useful as your imagination is.
Oh yeah, no, I
feel
can
like,
definitely
I feel like
see
Merc
it.
doesn't have an imagination.
I definitely see it as like extremely useful personally.
Anyway, you can distribute that later for the time being. What?
Yeah.
What do you guys like to
but
move
yeah,
on?
what's the name, I guess, and stuff of the beads?
The beads are beads of delayed blast fireball.
All three of them. Okay. Can I have a description for them? I'm going to put them in my inventory for now, since I'm the one carrying them currently.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bask said earlier that he liked them.
Oh.
Well,
I
no,
just-
since Morzova, like, if Morzova doesn't want to give them, then it's fine.
Oh no, it's just
Okay.
I mean, like, I'm the one currently carrying it, and so yeah, that's what only. But if like Bask wants them, so yeah, I'm just going to give you.
In that case, he would want them after you've cast Identify on all four of them.
Yeah, and just to clarify, yeah, it's all blast fireball, whatever it's called.
But yeah, so while that was happening, the rest of you would have went about gathering the yummies on the ground. And, I mean, did you have to think about that? Or the amount
Working on
thereof, I
it.
should say.
So I guess I'll take the immovable rod.
Anyway, while she's doing that, so we'll just say that you collected them. She's doing math.
Yeah.
So ahead you see this large door. You can see it's made of metal, and it's slightly ajar. What would you like to do?
I think Merc would like to go stealth and conceal his presence from whatever horrible thing is inevitably past the door.
All right, roll stealth. And what else would you like to do?
Probably open the door at some point.
How would you like to open the door? You can tell
With
by looking at
gusto.
it, it doesn't look to be very heavy. It's just metal.
Let's open the door carefully.
All right. So you very slowly open the door, and
Let me just quickly roll stealth. So that plus 5.
roll perception as well.
Fuck. Can I use my lucky dice to do that to fix that?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
This,
So do I just roll
this
again?
would be a very good example of when to use luck.
Yep.
Okay.
And also remove one use of it. Lucky.
Okay, that's a lot better.
Nice.
Much better.
Also dexterity experience, remember?
All right.
Yep.
So Merg, you very softly and sneakily walk up to the door and very slowly open it. Roll perception.
I already rolled.
Oh. In that case, Emmy, would you like to do the room bibbly doo?
Yes, I would like. I'm just gonna do this the time being, because honestly, I was still in the middle of figuring this out. So, you open the door, and you see this. Assuming it works, of course, but we'll see about that. Hey, it does work. A couple of crates all around, and ignore those. You're not supposed to be able to see that.
You know nothing.
Frick! And then I moused over like an idiot.
Good job. And here we are.
Yeah.
No, that's not even. This. It continues, remember. There you go.
Although you won't be able to see that because there's a door there. To pretend you don't see that.
So I guess once we're done with it, we're kind of like do
Effic-
how we would have split the treasure, I guess.
And you see, in this room, Selman, you see a couple of crates. And ahead of you, there is a door. And let me continue. The door looks to be large, very large and reinforced metal. On the middle of the door, there's a crudely made wooden sign. Or rather, beside the door is a crudely wooden sign, which has the text in bold red letters, "Do not open."
Well, this sounds like something we should open.
Okay, let's go back.
Yeah, no, I think
Yeah, that's
You know-
it. Okay, sweet. Dungeon's over. Let's go. It
I mean,
told us not to enter. We can't enter.
I mean, look, we just fought a fucking giant insect thing that almost killed us, especially me. So I feel like
All right. So what would you
Maybe-
like to do in regarding the room?
I think Merg would like to first check the floor beyond the door for traps.
All right. Roll investigation.
I forgot to note this. There we go.
Okay. I'm a dumb. Why is my cord doing this? Go
What are
away.
you checking for traps, by the way?
Since checking the floor.
Checking the floor.
Okay. Roll investigation.
Roll to hiccup.
Shut you.
Oh fuck! I should have done that. I can feel them coming for real now. I'm not even gonna bother re-rolling.
No.
Re-rolling that one.
Why
You
not?
sure? You're having lucky.
Yeah.
I do, but I kind of want to see what Rosie narrates this.
Okay.
this.
That is
Oh.
negative XP to investigation, and just general XP to intelligence. So,
Okay.
as you look around over the floor, you suddenly just feel something go up your nose, and you have to sneeze. And it's a particularly strong sneeze, so you find yourself in a couple more times, and just your chest hurts for a moment.
Wait, so do I sneeze?
Yeah. Looks
Achoo!
it's a bit
Oh, I
of
did that
dust.
too much.
It's a bit of dust around here. It seems like.
It's like Merg. Or fucking hell. I keep calling you Merg even though I don't know
Summon.
that your name is Merg.
He's summoned.
but,
What's up, man?
I'm okay. I'm okay. Just
What happened?
Yeah,
nothing.
right about there. You're right about there.
Bosk would like to insight.
So, other
He's an
than
edge.
the dusty surroundings, you don't seem to notice any traps or, well, anything out of place. The dust in the ground, though, you can assume means no one's been in here for a little while. Unlike the area before.
Frog. To clarify, you don't get negative XP to the stat. You still get positive XP to that
Oh,
stat.
okay.
You get negative
Thank
XP
you.
to the skill, and if you look into proficiencies, there's a column called neg EXP.
Ah, okay.
That's how it
Thank
works.
you.
Alright, so. You're in a room, a dusty room full of boxes, and a really big door on the south end of it. There's a totally not ominous warning on it.
What do you do?
Wait, why did Fibes roll insight?
Insight check you.
If
Oh,
you're
Mary.
fine. So, would you like to roll deception to to hide your
Yeah.
feelings? Try it.
Yeah. Murgh's terrible at lying too, so this is going to be hilarious. 1d20 minus 1. Oh,
You can't quite read him, Bosk.
Beat me by 1. Motherfuck.
You can't quite read him, Bosk. This human is a stoic man.
It's like, I see.
Ooh,
Very well
anywho,
then.
Charisma experience.
What would you all like to do?
Uh-huh.
must be something in the air.
What do we not want to do?
Good question.
Party!
Oh, there's a bunch of boxes and a big door.
I think we should start kicking the boxes one by one.
So,
We should throw a
That's
delayed.
not
We
act-
should
probably
throw a
shouldn't actually
delayed
do
blast
that.
fireball in this room.
I like that idea.
No,
I
no.
think we should probably at least
oops.
check the boxes. I don't know, or
Roll investigation if you'd like to examine the boxes.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I think I will roll investigation.
Also, Bosk will kind of just follow Murg around, see that.
So, Merg, looking over the boxes, you just see a bunch of like mundane mining equipment. You know, nothing particularly out of place. So some of the northern boxes have some stuff in it that look a little out of place, but you're not entirely sure what they are.
Okay, so that's got nothing of interest for him. So I think
Anyone else
he'll
want to
move
try?
over to this door.
As far as Merg's concerned, mining stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is Mozaver gonna join us?
Yeah, I was,
Okay.
yeah, sorry, I was distracted.
Don't worry about it.
Nothing too important, looks like. Let's move on.
That looks
So-
inviting. Look, point at the door. Oh god, Murg is multiplying again.
Oh no.
Alright,
Murg
as you approach the
mitosis.
door,
Murgtosis.
as you approach the door, you see that there is, in fact, a lock on this door. It looks to be entwined with a couple of chains.
Let's use the bead of delayed blast fireball.
Is it magical?
How long does detect magic last?
Like a minute or something?
10 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
At this point, it would have worn off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's been like pretty much an hour since, like, so by the time I identify everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been about an hour.
What shall we do?
Mozaver.
It does say do not open, and we've seen the kind of creatures that are
Mozaver.
here.
Mozaver. I need you to
Well,
make a history
clearly we're
check.
gonna open this.
A history check?
Yes.
Okay.
We're not supposed to be here. Why the fuck are we in this room then?
Okay, history, intelligence 7. Okay, 7. Expertise, yes. So 1r/1d20. I said 7, right?
It would say in your
Yes.
profs. Mozaver. With your familiarity with metalworking, you can immediately tell that this door isn't something you'd install as merely a partition. Because not only is it reinforced, it's also armored. This fact alone makes for a pretty safe bet that whatever is on the other side of this door must have been of great value or a closely guarded secret to the company that ran this mine. Either way, you are certain that with this level of security, they clearly didn't want people breaking into this place.
Well, I think we could already surmise that from the giant insect chained up in the previous room.
Actually, yeah, the insect means it was probably meant to guard it, actually. But yeah, I shared this information with the others that this is a really highly secured place adjacent to the locks.
Not supposed to be here.
And that you assume that whatever's behind this door is probably valuable or probably secret.
Or dangerous.
Yeah,
The little sign suggests maybe dangerous.
definitely they don't. Definitely
No,
nobody
it's not
wanted
dangerous at
this
all.
to be a.
This is just where they keep all the chocolates.
Essentially, nobody wanted this open ever again.
All right. So based off that, so what would the
We
party
found their
like?
porn stash.
What did you
Uh,
say?
We found the miner's stash of pornography. I'm sorry.
Alrighty, no problem.
So,
Moving right along.
what shall we do? Bosk walks up.
I can try to jimmy the lock if you want.
Somebody
Do we
started.
want to approach?
I'm
Up to you.
still wait. How much? What's my HP again? Oh, right, 13.
And Bosk is just like looks through all of them.
Will Murg attempt to jimmy the lock, as he so eloquently put it?
Sure, okay, whatever.
Roll
I'm just
me
going to-
thief skills.
I'm just going to stand back.
And
That's probably a
Bosk,
good idea, yeah.
Bosk as well, and Bosk will take out one of his stews of long rest and howl that down.
Not only, I guess I'm going to do the same. Use my
All right.
my stew of long rest.
In
one-
that case,
one of them.
both of you get all your health and resources back.
Con experience.
Yay!
Oh yeah, and con experience.
Okay, so I guess I just need to reset everything. So I guess like I get like I lose my temporary HP, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
You do not.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Would you like to use lucky?
I'll just take it.
You insert
So-
your tools, like before, and you keep turning and turning. You can't seem to figure out this mechanism. There's something about it that's pretty professional, you would almost put it.
What is?
Can I try again, or is that just the...
Feel free to try again.
We'll let you
Okay.
do it one more time.
I guess this.
Okay.
I guess since I seem to have at least some knowledge about the lock, can I maybe potentially help?
Oh, actually, you could do that.
Yeah, like
Yeah, okay, I'm
Okay,
definitely not
Okay,
getting...
ignore that. We'll
Okay.
ignore that roll we'll ignore it roll then. So you
like
gonna,
at least help with knowledge or something.
In
As
that
well
case,
as Bosk.
one more roll.
One
Being
more
a
roll.
good criminal.
So how much should I roll?
you don't roll.
Oh,
Because you're not the one
You're
who's doing the
assisting it.
thieves. Alright, let's see.
So advantage.
Okay,
Okay, sweet.
Merc.
Nice.
With Mozova's direction, you were able to finally click the pins and locate them properly.
It's
And as you
open.
do, yeah, let me just and as you do, the lock goes open, and you take it off, and according chains, and the door can be opened.
Looks like you know your way around these, choir boy.
yeah, I'm definitely not
Roosevelt.
comfortable.
You would be genuinely impressed that he actually opened that lock. Because you would know how difficult one of these would be opened based on how the door was made.
Okay.
Okay, so Merg gestures for Morzaver to stand further back,
Yep.
and Boston Wandering Wind as well.
At least
And-
you're 20 feet back.
Fair.
Not gonna lie.
Uh,
So you open
can
the
he
door.
first check the door to see if it will creak or make any noise?
Well, that would be an investigation check, I would say.
Okay.
I love how we all like went back different heights.
Uh huh.
And I'm like you know how everyone like you know there was like me who like
Shoot.
went like 20 feet away, and then there
I'll
was like
say, you're not entirely sure whether this would creak or make any sort of noise, but you might guess that this might not, judging by
Okay.
its manufacturing.
It's very well made.
It is a
Basically.
impressively well-made door.
It's like the Cadillac of doors.
Yeah, Morzaver is, like as he said, he's curious why something like this is down here.
yeah. I'm
Do
like
you
I'm
pass it?
probably would be like, okay, there's definitely something behind this.
So do you
And
pass it?
considering the sign, I'm not comfortable going
so
near
I
that.
think
what-
Merc will very, very carefully open the door.
We
So
were
as you go to
looking
do
for-
that, you realize this door is heavy. I mean, you're a pretty good, guy with some muscles, but this door is fucking heavy.
Frick.
He has 19 strength.
19? What the frick?
Yeah, you have 19 strength in total.
Yeah, I
But you're
lived.
able
Wait,
to.
do I?
But with that strength, you are able to, with some effort, pull the door open. And
Damn,
it's
it
with
must be like it must be really heavy then.
And it's with that we're gonna take
Yeah.
a short break.
Okay.
So,
Should we divide the other treasures before we go? But we can just grab them.
yeah, I think we can do that. So,
Yep.
everyone, as you open the door, I'm not gonna do this prematurely.
It's like roll initiative.
No.
No, it's a roll a con save. Oh, 36? Yeah, you instantly
I need
die.
to have this ready, because if I don't, it's gonna be silly.
Like literally, like roll initiative, like roll con save or whatever is literally,
Roll
like,
initiative, con save, dex save, and sanity save.
literally these are all like the thing like you know when like in the video games there's like one thing that appears and you just instantly go into anxiety mode.
You see stairs going down into blackness.
Oh.
Before,
Oh,
I'm gonna add a thing.
oh, how welcoming!
Lovely.
Are we going to fight the secret boss?
I need everyone to go to the new map, the Deep Mines.
Okay.
Oh boy, even the name is very welcoming.
Now,
It's deep.
everyone,
It's deepness. Fuck that place.
as adventurers with some experience,
Hey, can we have the deepness music in here?
as adventurers with some experience, you have all known that adventure is difficult. You know that adventures carry tales of both glory and tragedy. What you see before you as you open that door is a very grim scene.
Oh boy.
Grim.
Grim.
Ooh.
Roll deck save? Oh, okay, it's just yummy.
On the stairs, there are mangled skeletal remains with leather
Mangled?
caps on grey skulls and tunics of a white bones. You recognize them very readily as unfortunate miners that entered permanent retirement. One of them is sprawled over the step, arms stretched out as it is trying to reach for the door rather. A large hole is in its rib cage, as if something punched through the bone. You think you might see its pieces scattered against the wall to the side.
Guess we should be careful.
Does the party
Oh.
proceed?
I think it doesn't look like we have anywhere else to go.
Do we have any information on whether or
We
not...
should
like,
ask Wandering Wind what his thoughts on this are.
Yeah, and there's...
For the record.
Like-
For the record. Okay, that's what it is. Okay. I'm gonna have to paste special, paste values only. No? How will we do this?
What are you trying to do?
Here are the bodies that you two see immediately. And right here... Okay, I'm gonna have to make this a different color. We are gonna have to make this different. So, here and here. In here and here.
Yeah, this has me saying nope.
You know, it's like when that those memes are like you open the doors, they like hers, and like you just close the door and just walk away.
You open the
Right here.
door, and a cat jumps out.
You see that there are a couple of there are some parts of the stairs down below that seem to be missing. Like right here, for
Okay.
instance.
So either we go down with the risk of getting utterly destroyed after we fought that one insect, which was enough to already badly injure us, or we just walk away alive, but we never know the mystery behind
Yeah.
those miner staff.
Well, we have training wheels, Kitty, with us. What's the worst that could happen?
You descend.
Training wheels can fall off, which is I'm worried about.
Do you see? Or rather, do you descend?
You know, it's gonna be that scene where, like, the mentor character just dies to save us. It's gonna be wonderful.
Would Bosk or Morozov or I guess any of us have any knowledge as to what was I gonna ask? As to like about the like, not like as to like, because I assume that this path was closed off due to the aftermath of the incident that we just witnessed. Would Bosk remember anything of the sort about hearing anything or reading anything about like that from news sources or during his travels that like a major incident had occurred?
Roll history. Everyone else can roll history as well if they want. If
Yeah,
they want to figure out something similar.
I will also roll history.
I'm burning inspiration for this one.
9. Wow. Okay.
9.
You are certain that this is a mine and things happened in it.
The
Like-
skeletons look pretty dead.
Nah, I don't remember anything about this. Beats me. I'm the bard. I hear a lot of rumors, but I never heard about this.
I feel like I don't think Murgles has history proficiency.
That's a 25.
All right, boss.
You know more.
You haven't been around in town very long, but you think back, you recall some miners talking about a mine that was shut down sometime back, maybe a decade or so. And you remember them kind of gossiping over it. Although from what you heard from them, just kind of eavesdropping, that supposedly the mine was closed because they just stripped it out. That there was nothing left. Though you were beginning to suspect that the official story might not match up with what happened.
An empty mine, my snout. I'd rather go demented before believing that. Bosk says out loud.
Imagine it's like some kind of like beholder or something like that, and you're literally going to be mad.
Can Murg investigate the corpse more thoroughly to see what the cause of death might have been?
You're
Feel
going
free.
to
Roll
approach.
medicine.
Roll medicine. But would you approach then? Naturally.
Well, it's right at his feet.
Murg just sighs and steps into the
Correct.
stairs carefully so he doesn't
Murg.
fall down.
Murg, summon, be careful. There hasn't
Gotta
been.
tell me twice.
There presumably hasn't been a person in here. Well, an alive one anyway, since nearly a decade back. This was
Well,
a
looks
cover-up,
like-
more than likely.
Well, looks like there's gonna be now. Let's try to keep it that way.
Are we gonna meet Mario's cousin? Okay.
Also,
Medicine.
Wandering
Oh, shoot.
Wind. You said we were here for an artifact. You've been awfully quiet ever since we approached this area. You protected Morsaver from that insect. Do you know something we do not?
As far as this
Oh.
goes, I had heard essentially the same thing, that this mine had been closed off. But basically, what we understand was, we believe that this mine might not have actually been a mine. Well, it was at one point, but it might have found something more that might have been, kept under wraps. And we believe that to essentially have been the ruins that we were trying to investigate. Though, by the looks of things, I don't know that it's so much ruins as perhaps, well, Giant Wandering Wind kind of gestures to all the corpses.
A mass grave.
To work into the medicine check, because I neglected to narrate this. You see that further down the stairs is another corpse with its arms and legs spread out wide in the air, its cracked skull resting against the lowest step. And as you look closer, Summon, you notice its legs are not actually attached to its body any longer. It appears it fell down the steps and never got back up. And farthest down, close to where stairs meet ground, you see a single skull. And then, as you investigate some of the bodies up here, as I mentioned, there's a large hole in one of them, almost as if it was punched clean through. You imagine that whatever created that hole must have been done with a lot of force. It went clean through the bone itself. You don't see... It seemed clean. It wasn't like... It wasn't a series of blows. Or something of that nature.
A single,
blow.
Swift,
extremely
precise stroke.
strong, narrow thing completely penetrated their torso.
The ribcage, yeah.
Is this gonna be like an alien or something like that?
I guess.
Although what
I
you've
guess.
noticed, based off of that roll, is you don't suspect that this was a weapon that did this. Because the way that the bones are broken, they're not a clean break as if a weapon would put through them. But rather, this was a lot of force behind this.
Someone just punched the shit out of this poor miner, and it had so much velocity that it
For
just.
some reason, I'm picturing a very long claw going through it.
I'm
Or a
picturing
horn.
I'm picturing something like a tail, like I know scorpion tail, but I guess maybe that's because of the big insect we found before. But yeah,
But yeah, essentially, you would suspect that a martial weapon did not make this injury. As you would know well enough to know that.
okay. I don't know if that would be
Whatever made this,
possible,
it
but
wasn't. Whatever made this, it wasn't a weapon. Be careful, everyone.
okay, okay. Would it be possible to try to think what kind of creature could have possibly done this?
If you would like to find out or try to surmise what creature did this, roll nature.
Yep.
nature, normal, like no advantage or disadvantage.
Just
No.
straight nature.
Just
Okay.
real nature.
As opposed to gay nature.
Plus 4. Nature.
Who would like to
Damn.
roll?
Hmm.
You have no clue, Mozart. Who else would like to roll nature?
Vibes?
Mm,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I might as well too, I guess.
Yeah. I'm getting so much intelligence experience.
Welcome to Dungeon. Wisdom, intelligence, EXP for everyone.
That's another 25.
Bask
so-
out here with
Ask opens his fourth brain cell again.
Bask out here with the knowledge, TM.
With that, 27. You're able You're able
27?
to... 7.
You mean 25?
25, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Based on the state of those particular corpses up there, you're not able to glean much more than what Solomon was able to in terms of things. But what you can tell that's different is that whatever did this, whatever had the strength to do this, must have been pretty tall, pretty big. And they must have had some sort of implement that could have went straight through bone and marrow in one clean blow.
I'm gonna seem like an idiot.
With a check that high, they'd get the rest.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're up here.
Bosk would have like slowly just walked down, looking at the bodies, of course.
So you walk down the stairs?
Yes, once Merc said that.
Alright.
Kind of not thinking, even though with my 20 fucking intelligence, but he is kind of entranced by this right now, because...
I mean,
I would imagine traps might be the last thing on the mind.
Yeah.
Also, you should. You guys probably like walked up to the corpses, right? So maybe you should like move your.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
You
okay.
move your tokens where
If you walk down the
currently
stairs, you will easily
Also-
see. Fuck you! Come on! I hate you.
What are these white squares?
The white squares are skeletons,
Okay, in that
whole
case, Bosk-
skeletons this time around, that are clearly wearing
And the
various
X is
attire.
just random skull on the bottom.
Bosk would currently be there. He's
Behind?
looking. Yes.
There you go.
He would have gone through the skeletons with the injuries and kind of just inspected all of them, which is when I would have made the nature check.
Okay, right now I'm
These
getting
ones.
a really bad feelings. I'm just probably Mozo probably like
These
kind of
ones.
extend a hand
And
eh.
These ones, with that check. These bones have clear mark of claws, but not just any kind of claws, like that of a bear or some other conventional beast.
are they null claws?
No. The
Hold
claw
on.
marks are unusually large, almost alarmingly so. Long, singular claws made for tearing living things apart. Furthermore, and oddly enough, the remains have large circle holes in them, much like those above, where the bone has caved in. In other places, been pulled out. This, along with the lack of any obvious teeth markings, suggests that the creatures responsible for this scene could have also had beaks.
Bird glances backwards at Bosk. Any ideas?
You see Bosk's snout is slightly agape, with his eyes slightly less wide than normal, kind of almost like a bit of life has left them. No. This. Bosk turns back around, his gaze passing wondering, and to Merg. What does Bosk conclude of this, if he concludes anything more?
Merg immediately gets ready to catch Bosk
Actually-
in case he suddenly passes out again.
With that, roll history.
Don't cock me now.
You're getting so cucked, dude. You're getting Ducky McFuckied.
With that roll.
24.
With that roll.
Kaboom.
Please, that's right.
I'm going to be so sad if that's one off.
With that roll, I'll say. You know that in the darkness of caverns, deep within, there tend to be various different sorts of creatures, unlike that on the surface world. And in passing, you have heard of a entity, supposedly, that is large, bipedal, a monster that dwells within caves and mines where nobody else goes. You think you can remember that they were vulture-like, humanoids, bony hooks in place of hands.
Oh no! I know exactly what these are!
And then
Fuck!
the name comes to you.
Come on, just
The
say it.
markings, the state of these unfortunate miners, you strongly suspect that they were killed by a hook horror.
Yeah. Fuck you guys throwing hook horrors.
However, there's one thing you notice. Based off the descriptions that you've heard,
Mm-hmm.
and what you believe to have known of them, you don't suspect that they would be big enough to do this sort of destruction.
I mean, we've seen pretty much a
Giant mutant hooklers.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen like a giant mutated insect that's much larger than normal. I think we can assume it's the same thing, but for a hooker.
Yeah.
Hook horror.
Yeah, they're just.
Yeah,
We're
hook
gonna step in
horror.
the corner and just see this massive, this massive lady in fishnets. Like, hey boys.
But yes, you can safely assume that very large of those hook
Oh.
things.
Oh, hook horror. Okay.
Hook
Yeah,
horror.
very
Mhm.
exceptionally large hook horrors are what did these guys in.
Hook whores.
Horror. Fuck you.
Nice.
Horror.
Do you
Just
proceed?
having fun with that.
Do you
But
proceed?
with that,
Yeah.
what do you do?
Would I know anything more about the behavior of these creatures known as hook horrors? Like, if what, like, I assume that like the given is that like caverns
Only-
are there, yeah. Because but
With
Bosk,
advantage
but-
in this case.
yeah, Bosk wants to just suck this like lead dry when he like has access to this because he does not like this shit.
Of course,
Merc
when you
know
don't
what it
see 'em,
is?
they
What is
tear
it?
you apart.
That's a 19.
With a 19, you understand that hook horrors are semi-intelligent. They have their own societies, and they even have their own languages. However, they are also fiercely territorial, very aggressive, in general. And if they find intruders, they'd be less likely to listen to reason than they would be to savagely attack them. But they don't necessarily have a taste for human flesh, necessarily. Over any other particular kind of game that they would hunt. It's something unusual about this, though.
Bosk like points at Mozova and slowly gestures him to come down as well, so that we can speak with a bit lower, like with our voices lowered a little.
Yeah, I guess Molliver is going to come down very not
Candidly.
slow. No, it's the opposite actually.
Okay, just
Just
and
I'm not comfortable.
Bosk, while crouched, he looks at them and then at Wandering, and then looks like almost like to the which hand was Wandering's halberd, right or left?
He is, from what you can see, left-handed.
Okay. Because Bosk looks like to the opposite side. Is Wandering facing us right now?
Wandering is currently looking down the stairs into the darkness.
Okay. In that
He's
case,
facing away.
okay. In that case, Bosk would look to his right side, like at the wall, and say with a fairly hushed voice, so that all three of them can hear. These are more than likely mutated hook horrors. Wondering,
Yes.
you said we're hunting an artifact. Would this not be the optimal kind of place for such an item?
Well, based on what we've seen of the creature above, and now that we see this, I'm not sure if these were, well, guards or an accident. Based off of all these miners, they look pretty panicked if you ask me, and if you take a look up there. Wandering Wind points up back to the door.
Mm-hmm.
Amy?
Boss turns. What?
Yeah?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Pointed
God
at the
damn it.
door.
Pointing at
Back
the
at
door. Sorry.
Yeah, he turns.
Yeah,
The
darn.
boss turns to look. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, what about the door?
All right, I'll narrate it.
Thank you.
So, following his, fingers, he points back to the door, and you notice that the door has several very large claw marks
Right.
and sounds against it. Like something attacked this door with the intent of getting through, but could not do it. But they made a valiant effort, judging by the damage.
Also, make a perception check. Thank you. I completely forgot about this. Bask.
Perception
The
check?
marks on the door appear to be similar to that of the ones within the corpses.
Make a perception check.
I'm not good. I just rolled a natural 2 with a +5, meaning I only have 7 perception.
With a
I'm in
14.
deep shit.
With a 14, Bask. After noticing the marks, you also see something else. You think you can see, in places close to where you found the bodies, smaller marks. Something else is clawing at it. And by the way, Merc, you would have seen something. You would have seen something with the skeletons up there. You would have noticed something off about the hands, about the fingers. They looked a bit chipped.
Yeah.
Chipped. The finger bones were all chipped and scuffed.
I think we can put one and one together here.
And with that, Wanderwind kind of looks back to Bosk. If you ask me for my opinion, this was an accident. A very unfortunate one for these fellows. Based on the fact that it would appear that these creatures didn't get through. I would surmise that whoever was ahead of these miners decided to close the door on them, to keep whatever was over here from over there.
Yes. Just thinking about it chills my bones to the very marrow.
Boskan takes his arm where his arcane focus is, and you can see his veins. Like whoever sees has, I suppose in this case Merg, you'd see in his veins slight kind of something bluish arcing around his forearm.
Yes. This is not good.
So would the party like to proceed?
Excuse me.
Like is a strong word, but I guess we are here on job.
All right.
I'm
You
not
guys proceed then.
I'm not feeling comfortable going deeper. I at the very least
Oh,
share this kind of concern that I don't think this is a good idea.
Oh yeah. Also, with the perception checks that you rolled previously, you don't hear anything off. You screened your ears in Exon, open your ears, and there just really isn't much sound.
So it's that kind of like stuffy silence kind of feel.
There is also very dusty. As opposed to the mine above, which there was some dust, yes. This area is exceptionally dusty. Like nothing has disturbed it for quite a long time.
Now, if you guys descend,
Makes sense.
you guys descend past. Watch your step. No, you don't actually have to match your step. I think you'll be fine.
Okay, let's get going.
Bask looks at Mosava, then at Solman, then at Wandering, then at Wandering's halberd, then back at Mosava. What say you?
Let's go. We have a
Alright.
job to do.
Alright,
Wandering merely nods.
you step down. Fucking, I hate you. Okay.
Bosk would stand up from being crouched and candidly follow the rogue and Wandering.
Candidly.
Is Merc still stealth from earlier, or should I go again?
No, if you want to go stealthy, you'd have to go stealthy again.
Okay.
Roll me stealth.
Yeah, I think all of us want to roll stealth here.
Yep.
Roll stealth.
I'm pretty sure
I
I have
move the
plus
characters.
5.
And move your tokens.
Stealth, yeah, I have plus 5 in it. Since I'm thinking a lot.
I'm gonna use my luck dice on that.
Okay.
Fuck you! What's with my rolls today? Oh my
Choose
god!
one with the shadow.
I did also that.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
What the fuck?
Okay. Okay. Here's the thing.
Nat 20,
Uh,
nat 20, and
You
nat
don't get to
1.
reroll that, but you can choose to not take the natural one.
I'm gonna take the 2 because I don't feel like getting torn apart by honey badgers right now.
Okay.
Okay, so do I get like a bonus XP in
To be
stealth?
fair, you probably still
You
will
get
torn
positive
apart,
XP. At the end of go to the proficiencies, go to skills, and at the end of the formula for stealth, add +1.
Also, you both get inspiration.
Natural.
Yes,
So move
good.
your
The
character.
amount of
Move
gruesome
your
scene that you're being super sneaky about inspires you.
move your thing. Thank you.
I guess
Alright,
this is
I
also
do this.
dex check.
Boss,
two
roll
dex-
perception.
I've been trying to make this work.
Merg nearly falls down the stairs, but catches himself.
What the hell's my perception?
Yes. Excuse me.
Also, Bosk is going to cast Detect Magic.
You cast the magic.
Yes, just in case. So 10 minutes of that.
Okay. First of all. Okay. Don't insert rail. That's not what I meant to do. Right. Okay. Nobody edit anything for a second, if you would. Excuse me. Okay. Maybe 6 times the charm. Okay, paste special, paste values. No? The fuck? Somebody. Nah.
Do you need to refresh them?
Yeah, I've been refreshing them multiple times.
I feel like Rosie is rolling behind our backs and we are in serious danger.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's-
whenever Rosie starts doing inscrutable things, it makes me nervous.
That's every DM.
Okay, paste special, paste values on. Are you fuck? Okay.
Just gonna say, I am spooked.
I fucking hate, like I'm a full-on auditory person. So music fucks with me really hard.
Good.
And no, it's not good. Because in this case, I just get really salty and sad at my own inability to play Darkest Dungeon because I'm dumb. So it's more like me being angry at myself rather than the ambiance. But but still a very good music choice,
Sounds
if,
about
like
far
looked at objectively.
Thank you. Make sure to special paste. From values
I
on
don't
it.
know what special paste is.
You control. You
Right
right
click,
click
yeah.
values.
Value.
You can also do Control Shift V.
Control Shift V.
Yeah,
Yeah.
over here. When I put the X, I assume.
Yeah, that's not working.
Are you? Okay then.
Well, I'm just gonna edit an element and then just paste it like it worked.
Okay,
Because-
remove the things if you would. Remove the things.
We are so dead.
Remove the-
Everything's gonna be fine.
Can you remove the
Hey, more
Notes?
skeletons. I'm assuming.
Can you remove the? There you go. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Remove the nuts. from
Yum
it.
yum.
So you step further. You see more of these skeletons. more scattered pieces. You see a few gathered together in the corner across the way. Unlike the other miners who appear to have been fleeing, these unfortunate few remain huddled together and firmly pressed against the wall. There's a toppled box further down there, where there are a couple of more around. A couple more skeletons around it. You can only begin to imagine what it must have been like to be one of these poor souls, with horrors they might have witnessed before whatever blocked their path to freedom came down on them. All you know is what is plain to see, and Bosk a little bit more. They were killed by these monsters, killed quickly, very violently. And it is clear he was not alone.
Tactics.
Over in the corner here, you see a cave in. Heavy stone and rubble blocks your way forward.
And Bosk, you notice, with your detect magic, the crate that's knocked over, there's some things kind of scattered about in it. But within that, you see two things that glow.
Okay.
They react to magic. However, what's really peculiar about it is the magic is very distinct. However, you've never heard of it.
You have no idea what school just paid.
It's an It's an unidentified school of magic?
Whatever
It's a
this magic
community
is,
college.
it does not resemble anything that you know of the schools of magic.
Bosk,
It appears to be an unknown school of magic.
Bosk he just wants to say like, what? But stops himself, realizing that making any extraneous noise right now would be very bad.
Why is that?
He would.
Well,
Because
considering
there's
that there's a
giant
massive-
mutant
It's
hookers.
close. It's close. This area appears to be closed off, and you see nothing except the
What you
cave.
know of the giant hookers is they're not burrowers, so you can surmise that this is reasonably safe.
No, I
Possible,
mean,
I
like,
mean-
yeah, I guess.
They're
I mean-
also not 300 million feet tall, so I feel like bets of what they should be are kind of off the table.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I don't know. I doubt. I guess Moldover wouldn't know much about hookers.
Yeah, Morziver's a bard. He knows all about hookers.
Hookers.
And he knows
So-
for certain that giant hookers would not be able to make it into this area.
Oh, definitely not. So what will you guys do? And also, you're gonna be. I believe you were. Yeah, sorry for that.
Can I roll a
Just go ahead.
perception check?
The fourth
Again.
color. We have a
just
token for
glancing at
this.
Bosk like, oh no, when
Well,
this
you
guy
already
starts
see
getting
everything
nervous.
that's in here.
Ah,
If you want
yeah,
to look
fine.
further, you'd need investigation checks.
I mean, like, you know, I'm just really on my guards right now. Like, really alert to
Right. In
everything.
that case, roll perception with advantage, because you are really looking.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to die. Something is going to kill us at any moment, isn't it? Okay, so 2d20, keep highest. Highest one. And plus, I think it would be 5.
You know, in my head with this, I'm thinking like the whole Friday the 13th key ma thing.
Oh, nice. it
Oh my
does
god,
not-
I there's
Right.
not natural one.
Mortimer,
With a 24, yeah.
given the situation, you are, most certainly careful and aware of your surroundings. You search every nook and cranny of the room, the ceiling, the walls, the floor, everything, to make absolutely certain nothing stands out, or there might be anything that could come. Reasonably inspecting the walls and the general surroundings of the room, you find nothing out of place, nothing that might, hint perhaps a burrow or a tunnel or something to that degree. For as what you can tell, that this is just simply a mine shaft.
The most you can tell is evidence
It would
of-
appear also that whatever way to proceed further has been completely blocked off by this cave-in. So what
Oh,
you see
goody.
within this area is just what there is. The beginning of a mine shaft that's been
So-
caved in.
So I guess the hooker got caved in either below or on the other side of this.
You could surmise as much.
Based on what happened here within the miners being killed, and then the creatures, you could assume that the cave-in happened sometime after this incident.
Yeah. Why do I feel like it's just going to burst down that cave in and just to kill us all?
Yeah, I don't trust that cave in one bit to keep us safe.
Roll inside on the
character.
cave-in.
In character and out of character. Also, are
But
Bosk
yes.
and Morziver communicating these insights to
Uh,
the others in any way?
Bosk wouldn't have said anything about like the mysterious like unknown school of magic. I think it was here, right? Where the X is.
Okay.
No, it's right here. It's at the
It's
foot
in
of
the
the
box.
Foot of the
In that
box.
case-
It's
But-
right outside of the box.
okay,
Oh, okay.
so
Bosk would have proceeded kind of just carefully because he is
Okay, so-
extremely curious about this.
Morziver
If
as
I-
well would notice
I-
something
Oh.
shiny over there.
if I roll, okay, for the inside about the cave in, would
Not
that
necessarily shiny.
no?
Glowing.
Okay, but about the okay, what do I feel like it's like a claw or something like that, just going to like pierce through whoever it approaches. But yeah, about the cave in, you said to roll insight.
No, that was a
No,
joke.
I was joking.
Oh, okay.
If it intends to ambush you or something.
Okay, I guess I'll like stay. I guess I'll go with the Bask inspecting.
Right.
Merc follows Bosk closely.
I guess I'm more than yeah, looking back at like wondering when like.
So at this distance, you can tell that this was a crate of ore.
Now Bosk would have like continued like walking forward if no one like stopped him.
Yeah, it's toppled over,
Oh.
and you see
Merc
various
is
ore.
right next to Bosk, getting ready to stop him.
You see various ore just scattered around it. Given the state of everything, you strongly suspect it's been left untouched for who knows how long.
It's Bosk kind of just claws and moves the gems and ore around a bit until he reaches the mysterious stone and just
You find
Isn't it-
two clumps of some sort of stone-like ore. But what's really peculiar about them is not only are they giving off some bizarre
Glow.
unknown school of magic, but they are visibly glowing.
To you.
Almost like no to everyone.
Yes. Right. To everyone. That's if you pay
They
especially
have a
close
dim
attention.
glow.
Dim glow.
And Merc try and restrain Bosk from trying to pick them up right away.
go for it.
Okay.
Roll for grapple.
Sorry, yeah. To be clear, yes.
Bosk is not going to resist. So
Okay. Merc just quickly like puts his
Okay,
hand
so
on Bosk's shoulder.
no,
For a moment.
just roll because I feel like that Merc would be in more of a hurry than Bosk is, acting.
so Bask
Possibly.
is a magpie. Okay, noted.
Okay,
Hey,
so am
I-
I rolling
I'm-
grapple?
For this angle, you can identify. I think, yeah, Bask. You can identify from just Icarus guns that amongst the pile of ore and gems, you think he sees an onyx.
A what?
An onyx.
It's hard to make out the details
Evolves
in the
into
dark
Steelix.
because everything's kind of grayscale, but you can at least notice that hey, that one's onyx.
Like ONYX?
Yes.
Yes, the gemstone, not
Yeah.
the Pokemon.
What the fuck was Onyx again?
It's like that black stone that's sometimes striped with a yellow.
Oh, this thing, right?
Yeah,
You would
considering it's all
also know-
grayscale, that's all you could make out.
And the
rest is
reason
just
you
kind
know,
of
and the reason you know this, onyxes are a form of stone that is often used in certain spells, such as Animate Dead.
Oh,
Yum yum.
Yeah.
so I guess
So
it might have been used by the gnolls.
so
or someone who wasn't up to no good.
Yeah, I was thinking of the same thing. It's like, so as I assume that Merg grapples Bosk.
Oh, like actually roll grapple? Okay.
I mean, up to the DM.
You don't need to roll grapple if you are not resisting, so.
No,
Okay.
Bosk is not.
If you're not resisting, he grabbed you.
Merg's barely putting any force in anyways. It's more just like a
Like,
just
wait.
like
Hold
gently
on.
like
Strength,
Please
I
don't.
don't think he'd need to.
Hold on a second. Like, I guess so.
I'd imagine
Yeah,
that.
Merg critically misses, and instead of holding Bosk back, he just backhands Bosk straight into a wall.
Well, Gladiusek, I assume you killed Detect Magic after you get this ping, right?
Yep.
And yeah, you do indeed see that even after killing it, it is that one particular
Two.
substance. Yeah, those particular things still glow.
And both of them are Onyxite.
No, those are not
No,
onyxes.
these are
This
not.
is something else.
These appear to be some sort of ore.
Also, the Onyx does not glow.
That's
But
something else. Yeah, onyx is just
okay,
kind of.
okay.
This is a scattering of rocks and what looks to be gemstones, but it's hard to tell in the dark because
it.
all you see is grayscale.
Yeah,
Right.
I hear Onyx and I think of the Pokemon.
And that would be a prime reason why you're able to see the onyxes in the first place. The onyx, rather, the single one.
Because it is noticeably darker than the rest.
Salmon. Bosk would kind of look at Salmon, half confused as to why or what's on his mind.
Nothing. Just watch where you put your hands.
Just his expression flattens out a bit.
Wandering Wind kind of gives you a curious look.
Everything's fine.
Tell me,
Why are you looking at these so strangely? Is there something off about them? I mean, granted, I don't really see many rocks that glow like this, but you look pretty spooky.
you know
Merg
that
also looks at Bosk curiously.
these. Is there any way we can get the contents of this minecart out of here?
It's in the minecart.
Wandering Wind kind of makes a few gestures with his hand, and the tip of his spear glows. So you can see around here, as it illuminates, this box has a lot of different things in it. Particularly, you notice ores that you would recognize as gold,
Silver.
silver, and several miscellaneous gems.
I cannot give you thank you, but allow me to rephrase that. Thank you. And then Bosk would look at Merg or fucking Salmon, Mozava, and wondering.
Oh, this is my fault because I keep calling him Merg too.
See,
No,
Wandering
no.
Wind would kind of look
Yeah.
over the contents. This looks like it's a bit heavy. I
Which
can take
is-
care of this for now.
No,
Wandering,
wait.
sorry, go.
We need to inspect it. There are. And Bosk would look at Mozava. You know of the schools of magic, yes?
Of the school of magic of the Anomnium?
Like
The basic tools.
yeah,
Oh.
which I believe there are like 17 of them, or like 15, 17, something like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
more in there.
Yeah, which are like evocation, transmutation, abjuration, like all those.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Those
yeah,
are the schools of magic.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I just don't understand the question as in like, you know,
Yeah.
if you're asking then, or just the school of magic in general, like you know,
Yeah,
yeah, I do. I mean, I use the arcane.
these two clumps, and Bosk tries to grab them, and then stops himself, remembering what Solman said. And goes, "Yes, I am rather intimidated.
these are not of any known school of magic. They glow of like any other, like any transmutation or anything, but they're
Are you
unknown.
certain of this?
Bosk would raise his now and look at Wandering, like strain the eyes and say,
Yes. Without a doubt.
You seem to very much know your stuff around the magic and the arcane, so I certainly take your word for it, but I must certainly say I've never heard of any schools of magic outside of the, well, known schools of magic, so this is quite a peculiar discovery, so to speak. Makes me wonder that perhaps these are why these monitors were bringing this thing with them. You'd think that they're all fleeing for their lives. Why would they bring a box? Well, this might just be why.
It is
And
not
a bit of
just
greed.
that. Yes. It is not just that, though. These onyx here. What the fuck's the plural of onyx? It's just
I
onyx.
think just onyx.
It's just on it.
Yeah, not onyxi or onyxes, or it's just onyx.
Onyxes.
Onyxes.
Onyxi.
Onyxi. There you go.
No, it's this onyx, these onyx. There we go. I think maybe. Possessive plural is hard.
It is
Onyx.
onyx. It's exactly what you think, which is onyxes.
Yeah.
It is.
Uh-huh.
Well, fuck you too, English.
Anyway,
Yeah. These onyxes. These are used normally for necromancy spells like animated. As for why,
well, that is one use for them.
yes. We saw null witterlings earlier. I'm certain, well, at least you must know what they are, right? We got a rather more personal look at them.
Well, I get a sneaking suspicion that based off the situation and how this area's been off for a while, I don't know if the Knolls have been down here anytime soon. But then again, it's very possible that some of this was up there. Onyx, he pointed at the onyx that points back up.
Yes. It is also likely that this was the source of it.
It's certainly very possible.
Will all of you help me? We need to get as much of this out of here as possible. I need to look into this more.
Merc nods and steps forward with his bag open. Load me up.
Wandering Wind would point at the one at the rock. Would you mind if I took that one?
By the way,
Which rock?
I forgot to mention. Wandering lit up the room a little bit, didn't he? Right?
Yes, this whole area around them, probably halfway down the hallway. Actually, most of this room is illuminated.
Yep.
In dim light.
Yeah.
Bright light within like 40 feet
Okay.
or somewhere
In
around
bright light, Busk, as you look over at the strange ore, you notice it's turned solid black.
The glowing ones?
The glowing ones have turned solid black.
It's well, how is it called again? Phosphorescent? Oh. Oh, then
Like it yeah. It's like Bosk looks at Wandering and goes,
Do you think this is maybe what Mr. Dependable was after?
And then Wandering Wind would turn off the light spell.
And as it does, it starts glowing again.
That
What's
is
your-
very peculiar.
would Bosk know off the top of his head what the range of light is?
I mean,
The cantrip light?
I mean, well,
Yeah.
Bosk assumed that that's what Wandering used, but he's not.
Yeah, that you would be able to tell immediately. That was definitely the
Yeah.
light cantrip.
Was it a normal light cantrip?
Just a normal light cantrip.
Wait, it gives bright light to 40 feet?
No, it gives bright light up to 20 and then dim to 20. So it's 40 total, 20 bright, 20 dim.
Didn't you say it was 40 feet of bright light? Just
No, I couldn't remember what it was, but yeah, it's
Oh,
20
okay.
bright, 20 dim.
Okay, got it.
Oh,
Because I was like, that doesn't sound right.
are those phosphorescent gemstones?
Or
It
are
is
that
very
why?
it is very likely that this is what Mr. Dependable was after.
Can I do some kind of check to see if I can recognize the gemstone?
The Wandering Wind would take a look at that. You mind if I take one of these? He hold out his hand. The Wandering
Certainly.
Wind would pick up the rock and take a close look at it.
Which one?
He
The
would-
green or blue one?
No, there's the two. And then so he picks it up and he uses the light cantrip and turns it off. He does this a few times. It's like, this is very interesting. But to be perfectly frank with you, we are in fact looking for some runes here. This is just, well, very unexpected. Very
But if-
fascinating sign. I'm sure some people within our organization will be very interested in this. But no, this isn't what we're looking for.
So I rolled a history to check what kind of stone would it be, considering it seems like to be a phosphorescent stone.
With that roll, you'd be able to identify all of it.
Damn, boy.
With that
I would
roll,
be able-
you understand that this is a very rare kind of ore. It's not something that you've heard be mentioned very often. But you are well traveled, and you have met with many different kinds of people. You've met with miners and workers that might be adjacent to mining and whatnot. And you're not entirely sure, but you think that this might be called Ethereum.
Oh. I guess I'll share this find and then. Hold on a second. Could this be Ethereum?
Ethereum?
Excuse me?
After seeing it like this, it just came to mind that this might be this kind of ore. I've barely heard of it, but this is the thing that comes to mind.
Well, I
What's
can't
it
say
do?
I've ever heard of this Ethereum before, but it's quite fascinating stuff.
Would Bosk have heard of it?
Roll history.
Not a geometry expert, but
I mean, Bask is a living encyclopedia, so
he's not omniscient. 25.
you have an even bigger role than me.
You actually, even with that roll, you personally have never heard of this before.
Holy fuck!
Wait, what?
This thing.
I'm not certain if I should
Morzivar only knew because he knows many different types of people.
Uh-huh.
He barely met the DC.
And I would
Jeez.
and I would emphasize that in conversations where this has come up, you've gotten the impression this is not something that is often talked about. This is not something that they should talk about.
Good.
You overheard something that you probably weren't supposed to.
Oh.
Enjoy.
Oh boy. So I'm now not the only one with forbidden knowledge.
Oh no.
But
We love that.
Bosk
Yeah.
would essentially pocket one of the... What was this? Ethereum?
Yeah,
Ethereum.
Ethereum.
Exactly.
Ethereum. Okay.
Exactly.
The
how-
Wandering Wind then pulls out its bag and says, well, let's get a count of this, and I'll hold on to this for now because that's a bit heavy. And you notice that he just kind of takes the ore and puts it in his bag, and it disappears as it reaches it.
A bag of holding, I guess.
Yep,
This
boss,
is
you know.
obviously a bag of holding.
Yeah, this is blatantly a bag of holding.
No, pretty sure it's not a bag of holding. It's just a normal, ordinary, mundane bag.
Does wandering
Yeah,
does wandering take all of the ore? Does
Yeah,
wandering
he collects all of the ore,
Yeah.
all Well, all of the ore in particular. He kind of leaves the gemstones for you guys.
And Bask.
And then Wandering walks back. over
Wait,
across-
wait, but Bask has one example of the glowing Ethereum ore on
Yes.
him, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and-
you have
and-
one, Wandering has the other.
And Bask would then essentially like put it at the bottom of Merg's bag. Let us talk about this later. All right.
Okay, so I guess we are walking back.
You all walk out.
Okay, I'm excited for that.
And you can go back to the abandoned mines, me.
And Bask, Azu, I sent you a DM.
Yes.
But
So
I assume, but since it's like this, then while Wandering walks away, the same thing can occur.
Okay, in that case, are you going to take a closer look at it?
Yes.
Roll a perception check with advantage.
That's a 20.
Hold on 1 second, let me check.
So you missed the DC by 1.
Oh no! That's not it.
yes, forbidden knowledge, more of it.
Make a sanity save at triple disadvantage.
Pardon?
wait, what did you look into? What did you look into?
How many?
Am I close enough to Bask
Triple
to
disadvantage,
catch
that's
him?
4 dice. Take lowest one.
I'll
Am I
use
close enough to Bask to catch him when he passes out?
I mean, we are all out, aren't we? I don't know where Baska was when he decided to look into the gemstone.
Plus. What the fuck was this? What the hell's my sanity save DC?
But wait,
Relations-
what did you look into?
I'm not telling
He
you.
tried to investigate the Ethereum.
No.
Oh!
something else.
Not the Ethereum.
Oh,
Oh!
not
Okay.
the Ethereum?
Okay. Okay.
You did not lose your sanity further. That's a good thing.
Okay.
However, you do take.
It is
let me
2
roll
points.
that.
I already rolled the damage. It's 2 points.
No,
a sec-
no.
Okay.
No. Keep in mind, this is the second time.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Oh.
I hate this.
Literally, literally the only reason Bask is gonna die is because he was going to lose his sanity.
Yeah.
Honestly, at this rate, yeah. But there is something that I want to affirm.
Bask seems like the sort of person where if he sticks his hand in a jar and gets electrocuted, he's gonna do it 5 more times just to make sure it happens consistently.
Curiosity killed the Bask.
Yeah.
All right.
It would you too, in this case.
Oh, goody.
You take 29 points of psychic damage.
Ow! 29?
You are
29.
literally at 1 HP.
So, Bask.
Can Merg try and steady Bask as he probably starts reeling?
No, this happened when everyone started
Oh.
leaving.
As you're
Like,
once again hit with the feeling of badness and an intense headache, way harder than the one before.
You completely forget. You don't even know where you are, why you're here,
Wait, what?
what brought you here, or who these people around you are. Well, actually, you recognize who the people are, but you could have sworn that you were just in a tavern moments ago.
What the?
Oh!
Wait, why did this happen?
I fucking hate both of you.
He looked into the gemstone, I guess.
I hate both of you. Fuck you.
So yeah, I guess we were just at a tavern before someone even arrived. Now we are. Like
I'm not saying anything because, yeah, but it's like Bask just his legs, his fucking piddly, dinky legs just
I'm kidding, by the way.
Oh,
what?
No, but you don't remember what you were doing. You, as in, like, You had a sneaking suspicion that you were looking at something for some reason, but you don't remember why or what it was.
Must be your mind's playing trick on you. Again.
You figure you must be nothing.
The fact that you know the circle twice is probably going to like be quite kind of a question. Like, is something wrong with me? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Next is gonna be a fucking septet disadvantage, like, or an octet disadvantage.
Oh yeah, except you feel like shit and you have a migraine. But other than that, you don't remember what you were doing.
Okay, essentially,
You just
Bob,
remember that you were
yeah.
taking ore and leaving.
essentially Bob the Builder is inside Bask's skull right now, inside Bask's cranium right now.
Would you like to
can I-
heal?
Can I roll insight? Just like
Bask-
a
yeah.
the Alaska state.
Go ahead.
Because
Yeah, I can
Oh,
do
well,
that
actually,
too.
actually, you don't even
Ask-
need to roll because it's clearly obvious that
yeah.
He
It's
is
pretty
just
obvious
suddenly
that
in pain.
he looked. He's
just-
holding his head and looks like he is in just agony. He
Okay.
is visibly paled and looks sick.
I'm going to ask most is going to ask Bask if he's alright, like as in like more of a what happened, are you alright? In a way.
Anyways, I'll take care of that if you want to keep things moving, Bun Bun.
ye.
I'll take care of the DM.
Yeah. Alrighty. So, excuse me. Continue.
So yeah, I asked Bask how he was feeling, and yeah.
I have a headache. What are we doing?
We were just leaving this mine
We
after
were leaving the deeper part of the mine.
after collecting the ore. What happened?
Maybe you should take some well-earned rest after this.
You don't.
Looks like you need it.
Bask,
You often have these sort of attacks.
do I remember if I've had them before, as in like prior to these 2 times?
No, this is something you've only ever experienced
Twice.
doing this.
Okay.
Earlier today you fell also and
It. I'm fine.
you
Murg is just
don't
glaring
cry.
at Wandering Wind very suspiciously.
It's nothing. I will rest once we get back to surface level.
You have
Doesn't
means of
look like
healing
nothing to
yourself,
me.
by the way. Which might be a. You have means of healing yourself, by the way.
Okay. Can Murg roll perception to see, or whatever, to see if Bask is in fact going to make it out of the cave?
I am at 3.3% health right now.
Yeah, literally 1 HP.
Yeah.
Once again, it's incredibly obvious that he is.
Yeah.
See, very
Ba-
worn
Bask
out
is-
somehow.
You don't
Yeah.
look fine. You look like you look like you're gonna keel over.
Let's
We were in a cave and gathering ore.
let's just get out of here quickly. I feel like you really need some rest.
Do any of us have a healing potion
Yeah,
left?
All of you have.
Oh yeah, hold on though. Seeing that you look like crap, Wandering Wind kind of walks up to you, kind of gives you a look. You right? You're not looking good. In fact, you look terrible. Actually, here, take this. Wandering Wind kind of takes his bag, digs it through a moment, and he hands you a potion of superior healing.
Oh my god! Just yoink!
Here, bestie.
How
84.
much?
Here you go,
Plus
Infi.
8. 8d4 plus 8. Con XP.
Do I roll that?
Yes, you do.
Oh, sorry, I meant a greater derp.
Okay.
So-
That's
Good job.
4d4.
4d4
I'm
plus 4.
dumb.
Okay, yes.
Just heal Bask 300 times over. He feels amazing. His skull is vibrating. Wonderful.
You feel like you just woke up from excellent rest.
Alright. Alrighty. So Ninja. So,
You feel like you were just pounding energy drinks for 2 days.
alrighty. So,
15 HP back.
because of circumstances, is there any place in the mines that are actually? Hold on. There's something that needs to happen. That's
Although, hold on. So, as you guys are walking and heading out the room to leave this area, hold on, do.
No, don't tell me we hear a fucking explosion or something coming from the deep mines.
Wandering's
Wonder
clogging himself.
multipliers.
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
Wandering had kittens.
I see. You saw the DM.
Wait, what? What happened?
I sent him a DM in regards to what happened. But anyway, so Wandering Wind just suddenly stops as you're all leaving. The guy speaks up. So then, are you certain we are done here? It says, and he crosses his arm.
There are unexplored places still. I remember some crevices.
I
And
do
Bask.
remember some rooms we missed.
And Bask.
We could have gone south a bit from the kitchen.
And
As
Bask.
well as the cider, what I presume to be a pantry beyond the kitchen.
And Bask.
I don't want to go into the pantry unless we're invited.
And Bask. I need you to make.
Mhm.
I need you to make a wisdom check with advantage.
I'm auto-critting that with a point of inspiration.
All right.
That is a
Alright, in that
22.
I'd like to
You-
handle this. I'd like to handle this.
All right.
You think back a little bit, and you remember something. And granted, while you were investigating the piles of cones on the other side of that door, you were firmly focused on those sources that you found immediately there. However, you think you might have seen something else. At the time you dismissed it, but now you start to think back a little bit, and you think you feel that there's something off in this direction.
In which direction?
Where you see the greater than symbol.
The what symbol?
Bask would kind of just look at that spot intently at the wall, kind of like with a weird look on his face.
Roll investigation.
Huh?
I think my investigation is +9. Let me check.
I said this one also annoyance things you make Bass say. It sounds like he's going insane.
Uh-huh.
Kind of is. He just rolled
Fucking-
sanity twice with various degrees of disadvantage.
Fucking, I feel like I'm going insane, as in me, Fibes, the player. With all the info.
Excellent.
That's the grand old 11.
Nothing seems off.
Ah, fuck.
And then Bask would
See, as you think about it,
say that. And Bask says,
Is it just me, or does that wall seem weird?
I
Look
look
at
at
this. Excuse
the
me.
direction he's pointing and try to, I guess.
And
see
Merg also roll
thing.
investigation.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
investigation. Okay, investigation +4. 20 +4.
I love this. I swear to God, if I go insane from fucking sanity checks, I will murder someone.
You
let me
guys-
double check some.
What is it?
One moment. I'm
I'm
trying to find where it is in here.
But yeah, I'm wondering why was this a wisdom check to see like that spot?
Excuse me.
I don't know.
I don't
You
see
are
these
excused.
things.
That's just really odd, and I'm like, yeah, these aren't
Yeah.
like wisdom checks for like
Yeah.
more magical things and
Click on
stuff.
Where are they?
Click on me. Click on me.
Let me check to do. Merg.
Yeah.
Being a
Uh-oh.
rogue, you're used to dealing with, places where things are a little sketchy or skeptical. So you tend to keep an eye open for anything that might seem a little off, which include traps, anything of treacherous. But this also includes things that are hidden that other people don't want you to see. With Bosk having pointed this out, you take a closer look at the wall, but then you realize something. This wall looks a little bit off. Too off. In fact, as you look at it more, you realize the texture of this wall doesn't match the texture right beside it along a crease on the right-hand side of it.
Hey, time. I played
You
Dub
are
Zelda. Time to
certain
blow up the
that
wall. Sorry.
This is an illusion.
Oh.
An illusion, huh?
So what do you do with this knowledge?
Can I tap the wall with my sword?
You do.
Your soul goes right through it.
It goes right through it.
Excuse me? Oh, the voice crack absolutely in character.
Move your character, please.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
So what do you do?
Yeah, all of us need to get better at moving our characters because otherwise it's just going to be a fucking mess of confusion.
Also, by the way, I just noticed that like it's the only part of the wall that's not symmetrical. Like you have like an extra crate on the
Yeah, you notice
Uh-huh.
that this wall here and this wall here, on the right-hand side and the left-hand side, there's a crease along it that doesn't match the texture perfectly. There's a bit of discrepancy. And it's just enough for you to notice that, hey, that ain't real.
Oh my god, I was like, why is there, like, when we came here, I was like, why is there one extra box to the left side? Oh well, probably doesn't matter.
Apparently it does matter.
every
Everything
everything.
has a reason. There's a reason for everything. I need to remember that shit with this.
Didn't Rosie actually say this exact thing?
Uh-huh.
Or
No, it's like
And Merc
Hasn't
tries sticking his hand into the wall?
Your hand
Carefully.
goes right through it.
Okay.
do you try to cross it?
Do you?
Merg sighs and steps slowly through the wall.
You pass right on through it, and you see a long corridor.
Oh, okay. So the illusion was why it was like a
The wall.
wisdom check. Okay, I see.
The wall. It's fake.
Yeah.
Bosk just lets out a soft sigh.
I guess Mortimer will follow. Merg through the wall. Really curious. Also, this is less poopy than
Bosk, roll perception. With advantage.
All of my wisdom checks are just perception. Perception.
with
Yep.
advantage.
Perception. Excuse me.
That's a nat 20. 22.
As
What?
Wandering Wind walks by you, you notice he has a big smile on his face.
Oh, is that what the artifact is hidden?
No. No, Bosk would still be here, but yeah. Like walking by, like kind of by next to him. But he has like a smile on his face. Is it like what kind of smile is it? Can I insight it?
Alright, roll inside.
I don't trust that shit for 1 second.
Okay, yeah, the fact that he's smiling kind of like yeah. If he were to turn on us, we would die in an instant.
That's what I'm scared of.
Yeah, I mean he literally obliterated that monster.
Insight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he works for Mr. Dependable. I don't think we can run the possibility of him betraying us.
Yes, it
You have
seems
no
normal.
idea why he's smiling.
Why are you smiling, wondering?
I'm just glad that you happened to notice this. It'd be a real shame that I'd have to come back here myself later to see what's over here. But I
Oh,
wanted you all to find it first for yourselves.
Can Merg roll insight to see
Try.
if and to what extent Wandering Wind is lying out his ass?
Go ahead.
I guess our roll's the same.
You can certainly try.
That makes it sound like he has like some kind of like protection against that or something.
He's hard to read.
He's pretty hard to read, but yeah, I have no reason to suspect that he's lying.
120
I'll take your word
plus
for it.
5. Yeah, no, I'm not
Sam.
seeing anything.
Or
Nah.
also sees no reason why.
Not 2, not 3, and not 3.
Nice. Do you guys proceed?
Yeah, perception to see if there are any traps.
This
ahead.
area you notice without even, you don't even need to roll, immediately you notice you're practically walking on just white dust.
Oh damn.
Whatever's here has not been traveled in a very, very long time.
What? I guess I was
In fact,
gonna
Merg, roll investigation.
Okay. Merg finally found the cocaine.
Oh my god.
Cocaine or flour? Or
It's
both?
cocaine. Investigation.
Wait, don't tell me Wandering Wind was looking for catnip this entire time.
Alright,
Yep.
Merg. Being a rogue, you're used to like sneaking into places that you probably shouldn't go into, or investigating areas that people haven't been into in a long time. And this hallway reminds you of places you have been that haven't been touched in decades. In fact, this would be far longer than that. You have reason to believe that nobody has been within this hallway for at least 40 years or more, based on all this dust, how it settled.
What the fuck?
We're the first people to come in here in a lifetime.
Are we sure it's not booger sugar?
You cannot reasonably
Half a lifetime.
surmise how much longer than that. It could be 50 years, 100 years, 1,000 years, but you know that it's at least more than 40,
Moon
based off
sugar.
of your personal, what you have to contrast it with.
Yeah. Okay, so are there any traps though? As
Nope.
as Morsberg was trying to find. No
Nope.
traps.
You
No,
cannot
you
see
see no
anything.
traps.
Yeah, I tried to do that before, and he just
Sorry.
said there was no trap literally.
Yep.
So I guess we can proceed further.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I think Merg would like to go stealth or just try to be quiet.
Draw me stealth.
Oh,
And they were like, hey, 2.
I mean, personally,
Grrr.
I guess I'm not gonna roll. I guess I'm not rolling stealth. I kind of already went further because
Yeah, he
I
doesn't
know.
have any. He doesn't have any reason to suspect there's anyone down here, but I feel like this entire situation has him very nervous.
I honestly like it feels like it feels like it bolts no like you said like at least 40 years like unless there is like a creature like locked inside the room or like a person.
All right,
Where is
Merg,
the-
make a perception check.
Okay. Merg's a rogue. If he feels remotely unsafe, he is going to just his first thought is mask where I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess after
Alright.
the spooky, I guess after the spooky part in the deeper mine. I
Emmy,
guess
you
it
wanna
feels
open
Anyways,
it
that
up?
way.
perception.
I want to what? Yeah?
Open it up.
Yeah, I just did.
All right, so you see the wall turns and it goes further, and from what you see below you, it's still just as dusty.
Still no sugar? Okay, just keep going then, I guess. Merg gestures to the others to follow him around the corner. Doop. That's gonna.
All right, roll another perception check.
Everyone?
Everyone can if they like.
Oh.
Move your characters.
Bum, 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 bum.
Let's
All right.
see this word.
Damn, I'm blind. What are my rolls today? Last sessions were better than this.
Nope, that's wrong.
You used all
Hold
your
on.
luck.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Bask stole everyone's fifth eye.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
I guess I had
You
only
didn't
one
get
at
the whole-
20.
I'm gonna.
I got one at
Take it.
20, that's it.
Well, I
Oh.
got it from you.
Yeah, your token is.
Merg is dead.
It's gonna have to do that because of the way it is. And
this looks
check the
promising.
token. Check the token. Check the token sheet. It has all of you there for situations like this.
Okay, good.
We really gotta give everyone fancy tokens.
Yeah, that's the idea eventually. You were
Yeah.
here, I believe. Yep. Ahead.
One day I'll draw everyone.
The
One day.
first
Whoopsie.
thing with the perception check, no, it's fairly simple, I would say. The first thing that you all see is a very tall, and a 30 feet tall, in fact, and 20 feet wide stone door ahead of you.
Why does this feel like a boss fight?
It's got very elaborate design. It looks to have ornamental stonework, etchings, and various other things. It is closed. And to the side, you see a giant chasm. Well, smaller than the one that you've seen before, but just a hole in the middle of this.
Now, what is this all about?
Wanderwind kind of walks up ahead and kind of leans up against one of the boxes on the right, kind of shifts his hands at his sides. Well, I'll be damned. The rumors were true.
From
There's
your
something down
position, Solman, you can tell that it's not that deep. It's looks to be about 20 feet.
That's pretty deep. That's not a jump in me kind of hole.
No, that's a land wrong, you might sprain or break something hole. But other than that, you're not gonna die from it. Probably.
That depends on what's at the bottom, I guess.
So what would the party like to do?
I'd say check out the. Well, first we should ask Wandering Wind if he knows anything about this. I think because he indicates that he might.
Will you ask him this?
Bask. Yes, Bask trying to suppress the Bob the Builder within him, or within his cranium.
What's down here now?
Yeah, would
So
also
Wandering
be
Wind
curious.
turns around at your mention of his name. You see, now this here, this is what we were looking for. Well, we didn't know if it was really here, but it was just a rumor. But it would look like the rumors were spot on. This is in regards to the, well, certain ruins regarding a particular civilization that we look into.
And Bosk, as you
Civilization.
approach this door, you can now tell that in addition to the aforementioned elements, you can see symbols.
Yeah.
Can I try to see what kind of symbols
Although
they are?
first, in regards to when you asked what civilization, Wandering Wind would actually have a very serious expression. Unfortunately, I'm not at liberty to tell you that.
At
You reckon the miners stumbled onto this?
Can I try to check like what kind of symbols or something like that those are?
Wandering Wind would just kind of like stretch. Anyway,
Who
this
might?
is what we were looking for.
As for you,
Well, people within our organization that specialize in this sort of thing. So I suppose
Well,
that my job now here is done, and I need to tell them what's here so they can take a look at it. I just find things. I don't particularly know a lot about them.
as for anyone who, most
Oh,
of
but
our
what I
roll
can
Arcana.
tell you for certain is we ain't getting in that door. We don't have the means to.
Roll Arcana, Moziver. Excuse me.
Arcana.
There were like, there was things on the door, right? Or like
Yeah.
what, glyphs? You said
Symbols.
symbols. Yeah.
Symbols that you would recognize as glyphs.
I see.
Okay.
Well,
In that case, would I be able to like kind of use my wizardy boy brain to figure out what kind of glyphs are these?
Roll Arcana.
I rolled
At
Arcana as well.
disadvantage.
At disadvantage? Okay. I am using a point of inspiration to nullify that disadvantage because I'm a curious boy.
Wait, do you have a point of inspiration?
Yeah, I just got it.
You just
Okay.
got it.
Alright then.
That's a 22.
You have absolutely no idea what these would be depicting or what they are for.
Because once you look at
Which
them,
actually surprises you because you're particularly good at this sort of thing.
exactly.
So for
Yeah.
something like this to pop up that you're completely drawing a blank on, in fact, roll history.
to add to that,
Can I try to roll? Can I try to roll history as well?
No,
You
just
can
not.
if you like.
Okay, fair enough. Excuse me.
21.
I'm pretty
You
sure. I have,
really
like,
sit and think about it. You think back to your studies, your research and everything that you've looked into regarding to glyphs, sigils, runes, or anything of the sort. And nothing. You've never seen anything like this before. It doesn't follow the usual pattern. It doesn't
What
have the
about-
usual signs.
What
So it's
about
not McDonald's?
What about languages?
This does not appear to be a language so much as it's writing.
Okay.
Because it seems to have no notable pattern to it.
Well,
As
this
it
is-
would with words or something. That and then
You don't
the
see
way that
anything
they're
resembling
positioned.
semantics or anything.
Yeah, that.
Well,
Hmm.
this is a fucking head scratcher.
So wait, is this like some kind of like metal door?
No, this is a big stone door.
Okay, I was like, I wonder if I could use heat metal if like it wasn't protecting my magic. But no, I
For
guess
some
not.
reason, I get the impression that if Wandering Wind says we're not going in, we can't get in there, we can pretty conclusively accept that we're not
Well,
getting
you
in
can
there.
certainly try.
Yeah, I guess so.
So what you doing?
Merc tries to break the door open with his head. Not really, no.
So what?
Take 20 points of bludgeoning damage to yourself.
Merg has a concussion and starts bleeding the head. What do? No. What really?
Yeah,
are you
Merg-
doing?
kind of claps his hands together. It's like, all right then.
Merg
Well-
rolls a 20, and he doesn't break the door down, but he does instantly kill himself.
He breaks his own skull.
It's like, well, fuck.
So Wandering Wind kind of passes by you guys. Well, my work here is done, so to speak. Although I must say, he turns back to you all. I must say that I am very impressed with you all. You have far surpassed my expectations. And that's quite a pleasant surprise. I imagine Mr. Dependable will be quite pleased to hear that how well you all did. Wanderwind looks to Bosk, especially you.
Yeah, you probably caught his eye a lot.
Yeah, and that scares me.
In fact, roll inside.
Like, yeah, you've shown like extreme knowledge, like the Arcana and stuff like that. Like Wandering has been like really
He's pretty hard to read, but he seems to be genuine.
Why, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, and another thing. Wandering points at the hole. There seems to be something down here. And with that, he just jumps down.
Oh,
Vanishes
okay.
into the dark.
Feel free. Despite the cat jumping in, you can do this.
Wait.
Yeah. The cat like, yeah, you can just yeah, you can just
If
jump
it
down.
fits, he sits. And the
I
whole
mean-
fits. So he
I mean,
sits.
the cats fall on their feet all the time. I wonder if he knows we can't do that.
So you hear a bit of shuffling from down below.
What is down there? Huh?
After about a minute, Wandering pops back up.
I'm sorry, how deep is that hole?
It was about
he
20
just jumps 20 feet straight up. It's all. Everything's fine.
What the fuck is this?
Actually, roll perception.
This is what happens when you don't skip leg day.
No, because
No, the fact that
Actually, no. Just Merg would be able to hear this.
I already
from
rolled
where he was.
perception.
And he rolled
Right.
high. So.
Okay. The fact that Mr. Dependable has
When you heard when he jumped, you didn't hear a sound.
Yeah.
However, on his way back up, you heard to be what was very clearly scratching sound.
scratching. Oh, claws.
From where?
Down below.
From down below, and which stopped as soon as he popped up.
Did anyone else hear that?
Tabaxi have a climbing speed.
Has what?
Climbing
Oh,
speed.
climbing speed.
Meaning they can scale shit that's not impossible to scale,
yeah.
as long as there's something to hold on to.
Claws.
Anyways,
I mean,
so
he's a
looking down
cat.
there. Wandering points over to the box. Would have seen that there used to be boxes along these walls, but I have no idea what these is because they're all broken up on this side. But down below, I found these. And he walks over to Bosk and kind of hands him a handful of crap.
What?
You see.
kind of just like, what? What are you doing?
Okay,
And-
but
and-
control
and-
question.
At least
But
it's not.
anyways,
At least it's not a
I'll
dead
be on
bird.
my way.
Did you pick up all of them, by the way?
Me?
No, I'm
Oh.
talking. I'm asking Bowman.
Yeah, Wandering Wind brought all of them.
Yeah, you see.
Anyways,
I
though,
want
real quick.
Yeah.
So Wandering Wind would kind of like after handing the boss, but like, we'll be in touch.
Ding
So I must
dong.
be going. And with that, he just starts to leave.
And among the various
Wait.
assortment of stuff that you find, by the way, or rather that Wandering gives you, there's a bow, a warhammer,
A warhammer?
some kind of leather armor, a shield, a ring, a wand, and yeah, that's it.
Ah, you loot. Okay, so I guess we can try to check what the ring is about. I want to check what the ring is about.
Okay.
I think Azu might need to go soon, though.
Yes, I know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've got a bit of time, but yeah.
Just let us know. Hey.
So what do I?
Anyways, you guys can keep going for a while. Emmy knows where we need to stop at, so feel
Yeah.
free
Yeah.
to do your thing. Even if I
So,
leave.
yeah. So Bosk, Bosk kind of just looks the crap and places them on the floor here. or here, sorry. Just lays them out and signals for Merg to come along as well.
Whatever would just pick up the ring and try to see what it is. And if need be, cast Identify instantly on it. If one need be.
Get use
I
use
think
use a
Merg
spell.
wants the bow.
You expand a spell slot to identify the ring.
I mean, does it seem like some kind of like magical ring? I don't know.
You don't know.
Oh.
And Bask starts talking.
Well, that was interesting. Shall we look at what this loot is all about?
And while he says that, he takes out some parchment and a quill and ink. And so his back is towards the entrance. He writes at the same time while talking. Do I need to make a check for this?
With your abilities and how good you are at, well, magic and scribe and all the other stuff, you could easily concentrate, talk at the same time.
Right, because I'm talking
You're a
about a
fucking
different
nerd.
thing. Yeah, I'm talking about a different thing and writing a different thing. So I'm essentially multitasking. So
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
just-
no problem.
You're fine.
Boss
Okay.
can do that, no problem.
So wait, what is Bask doing?
so you'll
Writing a magic scroll.
No,
Or
you-
something,
You
I
have
don't
20
know.
in. You could probably
Yeah.
hold 2 different conversations and write 2 different things at the same time.
got it.
One
So
with each hand.
So you'll yeah, I'm ambidextrous. So you'll find out. Okay, so Bask is essentially just like,
Let's see, we have a bow, a warhammer,
all sorts of stuff. Like Bask kind of talks about the items while looking at Mergen Morsava, and you see, and then he turns the parchment to you two slowly, and trying quietly, and you see this written on the piece of parchment.
Okay, I want to see what. Let us know.
Okay.
Let us know what.
Identify is second. No, Identify is first level. Okay.
So, okay. I'll. And who you showing this to again, Fabs? Both of the other two.
Hmm.
Right. So I think in the time frame,
yes, I
in the
did.
time he does that, Mozaver, you identified a ring as a ring of the grammarian.
Oh.
Paste the team.
Yeah.
Copy paste it, please.
I can just do this. It's freaking funny. Copy.
Why
This
the-
this one I borrowed, but that's no. Come on. Fine, I'll just do this one then.
Hey, what?
Oh, there we go. This.
The wearer of the ring can once a day alter one letter of a spell title to different effects. The effect of the altered spell are determined by the. Oh, I love this. I want this.
I think Bask might get more use out of it. Actually, no, more as he casts spells. Okay, yeah, this is hilarious. Let's keep it.
I mean, I'm a bard. I literally use words.
Yeah, this is actually this is amazing for Morsiver.
It does not require attunement.
So wait, I can just change. I can only change a letter, not like add a
A
letter or something
single
like that.
letter. You can
Change-
change it.
Yeah, I
Can't
can only.
wait for
Have
Morsi
fun.
to change
You cannot
cast
add a
Dancing
letter,
Light.
but you can change a letter.
Okay.
Have fun.
Hey,
Hello.
just let you guys know. Currently have internet problems. I'm not sure when they're going to end, and I'm hoping they finish solving that issue by tomorrow morning.
Hopefully. We're still in the session, by
Anywho,
the
let's
way.
continue on.
Go on.
Time window.
And gonna was Swab's gonna was Boss gonna show, so I know what's going on.
That is what Bask showed. What reads at the top of the parchment.
Okay.
And he shows it towards Mosava and Soman while talking about the items at the same time.
I
Actually,
don't...
Bosk, you cannot ask that.
Wait, what?
You're right. I can't. Fuck.
Not that one in particular.
Wait.
What
So
happened
explain. Hang on. So it's
You forgot that.
Read your
you-
DM.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure you even forgot that you were looking at his Albert.
Yeah. Hang on.
I don't know what's going on, but I hear a lot of derping.
For the record, you don't even remember that's magic.
Right. Okay. Never mind. Retcon all of that then.
Okay.
Bosk
Gotcha.
is just going to focus on the items. Okay.
Alrighty.
So
Okay.
yeah, I will share that I discovered that this ring, the ring of how is it called? Ring of the Grammarian. I'm going to add that to my sheet actually. But yeah, and I explain its effects, which is basically to change the effect of a spell by altering a single letter in its name.
Oh my god. That is hilarious.
So you successfully identify the ring of the Grammarian.
Yeah, Ring of the Grammarian. I guess I'll add one. What's description? Tire ball.
Fireball.
Actually, you could say tire ball.
Yeah.
Like-
Quick question: does it make people tired when hit, or does it summon a whole bunch of rubber tires to like hit them?
Healing word. Oh my god, that sounds awful to cast on someone.
Yes, that is
Probably.
exactly what this does.
Yeah. I just want to see. Yeah. I just want to see like Rudo's suggestion where it's like just a bunch of fucking tires rain down from the sky.
Chill torch. Oh my god.
Fireball,
This
which
is
is
both
bludgeoning
memey,
damage.
useful, and potentially dangerous. Keep that in mind.
Let's see. What would be?
Sure, scorching. Yay.
What the fuck?
Oh, I know.
This is just D&D.
D&D.
This is just D&D with dyslexia.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like here, I have another suggestion. Turn fireball into fire.
Fireball.
You
just
turn the
go
target. You turn all the targets into captains.
That would be
Yeah.
nasty.
Vicious cockery.
Oh
That sounds kinky as fuck.
Fitting for a bard.
No.
Firm ball. We don't talk about what firm ball does.
It's a very
Let's
firm
see
ball.
here.
Mm.
That's the team.
Oh. I can think of another silly one.
Bending.
Turn healing word.
I can guess
Healing
bending.
word into. Turn.
Wow, looks like I have a lot more time than I thought.
What happened? Good enough.
Blade bard.
What would that even do?
Morzaver just grows blades all over his armor.
I mean, I do know I do know Cloud of Daggers.
I got about 30 minutes. Let's continue then.
Okay,
Alright.
yeah, I feel like we're having too much fun with this.
You'll have plenty of time to have fun with this thing.
Yeah, you will. So what? How do you proceed? Excuse me.
I could cast a spell called Bone. I wonder what it would even do. Blur to slur.
Massage.
Anyway, how do you proceed?
That's a fantastic item. Thank you.
I have massage on you.
we just like okay, you can have the ring for the day. Okay, but yeah, let's continue.
Yeah.
I suppose we just
Yeah,
figure
but-
out what the rest of the items do while Bob the Builder is still living inside Bosk's head.
All
Yeah,
right.
we should
So in
probably
that case,
identify
we'll
the rest
just
of the
go over and want to paste each one of them.
But Bosk would ask that the both of them that
Do
essentially because he does not know where the hell this headache came from.
okay. So
No, not even headache,
what's it?
migraine. So he would
Yeah.
No,
ask
you
Balzar
got
and Bosk.
well, it's not a migraine anymore. It's now just a headache.
Yeah,
Not a particularly
like-
bad one, but it still kind of sucks.
it's like, where did I get this horrible headache? It's starting to ease up a bit, but it was more like a migraine, like an explosion within my head.
But anyways, yeah, fun button. Go ahead
Yeah.
and just paste each one because I assume you're gonna go through each and every one of them, right?
yeah, that's what I'm doing.
No, I mean I'm asking. What's better?
What is it?
So I'm
What
gonna-
the-
Wait,
Everybody is suddenly happy as this light rushes upon them.
Wait, what light? Wait, I missed something.
Talking about the
Wait,
jokes in chat.
Merg gets us.
Oh.
Anyway,
Like,
I'm just
Merg
confirming.
gets-
Are you going through each and every item? Because then we can just paste all.
Oh yeah, we are.
Yeah, let's just ID everything.
I just
feel like
I just
Right,
that-
and you know,
that
I
ring
post each one except for that.
that ring was a
one.
bad move. Now nobody is interested in fucking.
I just identified the ring because you know finding a ring is obviously a magic item.
Yeah, I'm
Woodbury.
ready.
Nolden Ramsey would not like Woodbury.
Oh my god! I just found a thing
Very.
that. Okay, so I just found this site. Literally, you can like find
Oh,
every
no.
word by changing a single letter.
Oh no!
So let's see. I'm gonna do some
Yes.
disorder.
I cast Fevermall.
Anyway, I'm typing.
You realize that somewhere in the world is a place with a mall full of feathers, but you don't really know where it is. But you're sure it's out there somewhere.
Here, Feverball. It's perfect for those with an allergy.
Lovely.
A ball of
By the way-
feather appears in your hand.
Lovely. By the way, I hate you, Yami.
Why?
Because I lived
Anyway,
a long
so the
time
big
before I
hammer.
was younger.
A dwarven lockpick.
I feel like I just
I-
unlocked. I feel like I just unlocked an offensive spell. with
It
this
is
thing.
a normal warhammer, except as a siege property. Where all your attacks are critical damage against objects and structures. So it is meant for breaking things.
Yeah, that is for Merg.
Yeah, and if you have proficiency with warhammers, you get to add your proficiency bonus to the damage on top of it. Already being there.
Nice.
So yeah, this is Hulk Smash.
Hulk smash.
I guess Merg is the only one who can probably even pick this up. It's
Probably the only
it
one that can
seems
use
heavy.
this, but congratulations, Merg now has a Hulk Smash hammer.
Merg is just drifting more, and with each session, Merg just drifts more towards being a barbarian that can tiptoe.
Mhm.
This is just his fate, apparently. You can.
Rust Devil.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh, what?
Oh no!
A magical chicken
Okay.
appears before you.
Magical rooster.
Yes, you're-
But it summons the chicken storm from Zelda games.
Oh my god!
Oh, that'd be horrible.
Everyone in sight takes like 66 bludgeoning damage.
Okay,
Bludgeoning damage and
okay.
slashing.
Okay, though a serious question: what would lancing like to do? Like as lancing, and like you're using
All right,
your lance.
really cool bow. This is
Just a
bow.
laser.
It's a really cool bow.
Arcane leg. You can only change in one letter, by the way. Oh, is it like Arcane Lock or something?
Yeah, it's Arcane Lock, normally.
Damn.
Here's one. Shitter.
Your
Really
favorite
cool-
arcade is currently closed.
really cool bow. How much fun
I
have
can't-
you guys? How much fun have you guys had coming up with this item?
Some
You
of
have
them
no
are not
idea.
ours. Some of them are not
I
ours.
cast shitter on this. I cast shitter on the target.
But yeah, who wanted the bow again?
I
I think
imagine.
Merg wants it. I think he wants it a bit less now that he knows that it'll talk.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
Wasn't
not-
about to give that up.
Really,
I cast-
+2 really cool, but it looks like with a red and yellow paint. When attuned, you have +2 bonus to attack and damage roll. It is a sentient magic weapon that still converts with its wielder when fired. Hold on.
You're not supposed to know that last line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's just a really cool bow.
Yeah.
Okay, Merg wants that. He wants the really cool bow.
Okay.
Like, this thing looks really fucking cool.
Does
He's
Boss
just
fit
in
it?
love
That's
with
part
it.
of it.
He doesn't know why, but he is just in love with this bow instantly.
Does
Like-
Boss feel anything weird about this bow?
It's
Yeah.
just a really cool looking bow.
Shield
Okay.
is forge.
Moonbeam.
He loves this bow so much he considers throwing his old one away despite being somewhat attached to it. Because this is just a really cool bow.
I mean, imagine that
Moonbeam-
bow that's just like, this thing just looks like it will fuck someone up when it hits them.
Holy
Yeah, that's-
shit, this is a
this
cool
bow.
fucking bow.
Uh-huh.
Moonbeam. Meanwhile,
Do
Moonbeam
you see this
sounds
bow?
like Moonbeam sounds
bow's
like something
amazing.
you would
Moonbeam.
But yeah, this is a +2 bow. So that increases. Go under your proficiencies and under bonuses, add +2 to attack and damage bonus.
I wonder.
Attack roll and damage.
Okay, I'm just wondering. It's a very like really stupid. I wonder if like most of it will have like some kind of experience with hammers because metal worker in the past.
Uh-huh.
Hey Azu, what would this do?
Meat metal. Yeah, yes, I turned the metal into meat.
Oh, sorry.
Battlecaster shield. This round shield is polished steel. A ring of runes run along the shield. You can cast spell with somatic components, even when
Like-
holding a weapon in your other hand. Oh,
That
Oh,
is a
that's-
spell casting thing that allows you to cast while holding a shield. Also,
Wow.
this does not need proficiency.
neat.
Of course he likes that.
Well, which one of us wants that?
really
I
cool bow
imagine that-
requires attunement. I forgot about that.
Oh, it
I imagine-
requires attunement by a spellcaster. So wizard, warlocks, etc.
Yeah, I mean we have
So-
2 classcasters.
Well, do you want it or do I want it? I say that you should take it probably.
I mean I already have the
Well, I
ring.
have one question
Sure.
in regards to that.
Yeah.
How are you gonna play an instrument with one hand?
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not. I
I
don't think
think-
I'm.
He's a bard. You'd be surprised if he can do it with one hand.
I mean, I
He
can.
uses it
Stop
with
doing
his
that.
teeth.
I mean, I can
Yeah.
probably just attach it to my forearm rather than like my hands. I don't know. Like strap it to my forearms, maybe. I don't know.
And finally,
I mean, but yeah, I feel like Basque should maybe have it, but I guess I would go into melee more often. So
Well, not
I don't know.
really.
A certain bug tried to eat boss pretty well. You might need
Uh-huh.
that AZ.
true.
And I think Boss would want that, yeah, more than Mortimer, considering that.
Especially after this, Morzaver.
Wall of
Mhm.
hand.
Harmonic wand. Okay, so I guess I'll take the Battlecaster with shield. So wait, what? How do you tune?
No, this requires attunement by a bard, Emmy.
alrighty.
Forgot that part.
Okay, let's do that then.
So that's 2 armor class. Damn, I would go like up to 18. Windfall. Cla-
Clown of Madness. So you. Wait,
Clown
Clown of
teeth.
Madness
Anyways.
does, it summons the Joker.
So
What?
as you guys are doing this, feel free. What would you like to do within the mines?
I think Bosk would at least like to go and check out the area beyond the
Alright, I will take care of that while
okay.
Amy is doing this. So essentially, you will have identified this, and this is
Yeah, we're
we'll give you
done.
information as you go.
We're already done with that.
How much does the Battlecaster shield weigh?
It is very light.
I have it currently in my inventory, but yeah, if Bask wants the Battlecaster shield. I mean, he
cast
should,
Catnip.
Yeah.
also,
In fact,
also
it is so light, it's almost weightless.
but yeah.
So what, like?
It is
Murd really wants this
0.1.
bow.
Also, but yeah, you have the wand. It's literally like made for Bask. The wand. Oh, it's
No,
like,
no, it's made for bards. That is a harmonic wand.
Yeah,
Oh.
because it requires attunement by a bard. Bosk wouldn't be able to even
Oh.
use it.
Oh.
Amy forgot to write it down, so.
oh, I'm the only one who could use that.
You're the only one who could even
Have
use
fun.
it. To anyone else, it just, well, it wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, as Rito said, have fun.
Okay, I
There
guess
you go.
I guess I'm thinking. So I guess I'll give you like the wands. I already took the ring and yeah, I guess I'm taking the wand. So yeah, you take the shield, I guess.
So where are you going then? Move your character.
So yeah, I'm giving you the shield inventory. Yeah, okay, you already took it. So
Like, back here, right? Like, at least Bosk would be going back here.
harmonic wand.
The kitchen, or the canteen, whatever.
So wait, how does attunement work? Is it like concentration or something?
Attunement, the way attunement works, you spend an action to attune to this, which will allow you to utilize any further effects it might have. To unattune
Okay.
to something,
So are
generally can
you
do it
going to
instantaneously.
then check the back? Are you going south or are you going north?
I'll say it
Well,
takes
in
half
that
an hour.
area.
It is half an hour to attune to
possible,
something,
yeah.
but you can move while doing it.
Bosk was thinking south, but depends on what Mozova and Solomon wouldn't do.
Or 10 minutes.
I think Murg would also like to investigate that area. Sorry, Salmon.
Okay, move your characters and roll perception.
Our characters have already been moved.
As you get to know the
Oh,
item,
yes.
essentially.
Yeah, Bosk sees jack shit.
Well, let me.
Because you form a bond with the magical item. You can only attune to a certain number of items at once.
That's right. I mean, don't forget that attunement requires a short rest, or technically 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Usually. This might make it more convenient. I don't know.
But yeah, God, I'm just fucking bored. We're just going to use puns to fucking kill people.
I mean,
Okay.
that's
With
the
the-
bard demo.
Yeah.
True.
Let's say 30 minutes then. Right.
Oh wait, perception? Oh, I missed that. Plus. Let's see. Proficiencies. Perception. I should really learn eventually as a start. Damn. You got an entire burst mime. Fire burst mime. Mint. Also, I wonder what Bone will even do as a spell. Like, I have Bane. I can turn it into Bone.
Okay, so when you cast Bone, it makes the people totally realize that they're screwed.
I cast fish.
Azu did the map bug out again.
Level fit.
I guess I just summon a Bone.
Come
Okay.
on.
Oh, no, Rudo,
Refresh both. Refresh both.
Oh no, Rudo,
Yeah,
I
tokens,
turned
okay.
wish into fish.
That's why it's a
Not
ninth
the
level fit.
Yep, I used a knife level spell to
The
summon a
heck
fish.
happened?
Yep. But it can be any
This
fish.
is what you see.
It's just a
Any
giant
fish.
catfish. It's just a giant catfish that
Yes.
just fucking crushes your
Catfish.
enemy.
Anyway, so this is what you
Oh.
see. What do you do?
Let's go further in, I guess.
Oh wait, where are we?
We're here.
Oh.
Bosk kind of
Roll
hobbling along.
perception.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. We're moving up to there. I wasn't even looking. Okay.
Kind of just walk about.
Yeah. So I guess we are not checking what was in the pantry first. That makes sense.
Let's not fuck with Ramsey's pantry.
I mean, if he left it behind, so I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I don't trust him. He has like a detection spell on it. If you open the door,
I
he
mean-
will be there and he will not be happy.
I mean, he seems to be like a pretty chill guy. Otherwise, like I guess if we don't, and like he tells us not to steal, we just stop.
But we're covered with dirt and we'd be touching his ingredients.
Yeah, the point.
Alright, so what'd you roll?
Imagine by now these probably would be gone.
Oh right, roll
And-
perception again.
and- yeah, roll perception. I'll get this. I can do it right.
I see I was having a lot of fun with this item that I didn't even create.
Uh-huh.
It's
All of us love
amazing.
this.
It's
Oh, wait, so
amazing.
who's the bard again?
Huh?
Who's the bard again?
Most of it.
It's me.
Oh, I like yeah.
And this is what you see in this room.
Olaf, how good are you with puns? And dad jokes?
I'm not. But I currently found a site that allows me to find any possible combination of words.
Alright, so
So I'm
you look
just-
in and you see a lot of beds. Some are mattresses, some are like hay beds, some are just clothes. Like these are just very makeshift beds. Lots of them.
Holy person.
So essentially, so Bosk walks a bit further. Well, not a bit, but like in, kind of looking at it. It's like, is
Yeah,
this? Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
What this?
Like I said, it's just a bunch of beds, like sleeping areas, essentially.
It doesn't seem like there would be a lot. I guess unless we find coins in under the bed sheet or something.
I may regret this. Detect magic.
So you cast detect magic and nothing. Just
Yeah,
a bunch of beds.
Yeah, it's probably just like a bunch of yeah.
Huh.
I cast defect magic.
Some wild
Gummy.
magic.
Their magic turns against them. They all become debuffed.
Bust!
Gummy,
Each
I was
look
thinking
to
the
us
exact
more
same thing.
severe. No, nothing happens.
But yeah, you have reason to surmise that this is probably just their sleeping area. Although you do note that there is a lot of beds.
Uh-huh.
And
Maybe
looking it over, they all look to be fairly well used. So
And I think
Huh.
all of you. Sorry, go on.
There. Well, this does appear indeed to be a sleeping quarters. Doesn't, at least, nothing strikes odd to my eye.
I mean, it just seems like a sleeping area. It just seems like some kind of dorm. I wouldn't expect anything to be special about this place.
You can spend time to investigate the area if you want to.
yep, feel free to look around. Feel free to go elsewhere. It is up to you what you would like to do.
I
I guess
thought of a fucking cursed one that would put me on a watch list if I said it.
say it.
I type it.
Your FBI agent's board.
I'm
Boss
just gonna
would-
say it involves chill touch.
Chill touch.
Oh,
Out
child's
of,
touch.
Yeah.
Oh.
out of interest, Bosk would just go around a little bit.
Would you like
Cool.
to
Look around.
investigate?
Yes, to make sure that there's no hidden
Roll
blueprints or,
investigation.
or bombs or fucking Osama bin Laden or anything here.
You find a bomb under a pillow. You wonder how it got there and why.
That's a 25.
So looking around, you don't really see anything that particularly sticks out. Although, you do find under a mattress, near the top right corner, you find a teddy bear.
Oh.
You suspect that whoever this belongs to, they wanted to hide it from the others.
Coin, and now it belongs to Derpy.
Damn it, Derpy.
I swear to God, if we killed one of the dolls who had the teddy bear, no.
I mean, it's probably like it belongs to like the derpy one.
Probably.
I guess we should really take a hold of it and potentially like bring it back to them.
All right. So, what would you like to do now?
Hey, Mozava. Come
Yes?
and look at this.
Oh, what is it?
And Boss kind of just nudges at the teddy bear. And then places
Aw.
it back under.
Do you think this belongs to one of the chefs? Well, the apprentices, anyhow.
I have one in mind.
You must be thinking of the same thing then.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll come back here.
All the more reason for us to proceed.
There was another room in the kitchen, right?
I think so, yes. Should we go and take a look?
Okay.
Yes. So I guess we'll all move to the to this part of the kitchen. Like we just stopped investigating and yeah.
So, who all's up there?
Molliver does, and
I imagine all of us do, yeah.
Each of you make a sanity check.
Sanity?
That's just a check. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Don't worry,
yeah,
it's not a save, not
yeah,
red. It's code yellow, not red.
these are not. Okay, fuck it.
I have neutral sanity.
Yeah,
More
I have
than-
no idea what's happening right now. I was so focused on the
we just checked the pantry like thing.
That's a 3.
Bask is
9.
not doing well.
Hey, sanity experience.
Yeah. I'm still like what the fuck? Why sanity?
Alright, Merrick. So, Fibes and... Or not Fibes, but Bosk and Morzaver, don't see anything off. You're curious what's ahead. Merg, on the other hand, you almost stop mid-step as a really odd feeling washes over you. You get a gut feeling that continuing might be a very bad idea.
What the fuck? Wait, what is behind this?
It's the pantry. Bosk stops, and then just.
No, only Merg stopped. You guys are just kind of looking around.
Merg, you
I guess. Oh my god! Multiplying basks.
summon.
Basque centipede.
In that moment, there's just a single image that fills your head of Chef Ramsay.
Yep.
You seem to remember a moment where you were clobbered and you sailed across the room, landing on the floor. It hurt really bad.
Wait, I'll see like his personal car quarter or something.
With that image in mind, you begin to think that continuing might be a bad idea.
Okay, I'm guessing this is his personal bedroom or something like that.
No, this is his. Oh, no.
You don't know what's over there.
Yeah, to Gordon Ramsay, I bet that's his like food storage or whatnot.
John Ramsay. By the way, excuse me.
It's wrong.
You have an idiot sandwich.
So does the party proceed, or
I mean, only Merg.
No.
Hey, Merg? Do you
One.
I don't think we
mention
should go
this,
in
or
there.
do you just
No.
stay yourself?
Bosk just stops and moves back the moment.
Yeah, he's
Merc
super
wants-
duper mentioning this.
Yeah.
He has he knows in pretty grim detail what happens when you poke around in
Chef's kitchen.
Gordon Ramsay's business.
I'm just gonna just gonna dip if something happens. Like, yay!
By the way, Rudo, I cast Day of Frost on you.
Okay, so what does the party wish to do with it?
I think in interest of speeding along, you've been mapping out this sheet pretty well at this point. You've been in all the crooks and crannies that you can think of, and unless you have a particular reason to suspect that you really want to stick around in here, considering that at this point, by the way, this has easily been somewhere around 3 hours. 4. Almost 4
Yeah,
hours.
It's been about 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5 hours since you left. Since the three of you left the bubbling top.
Yeah, you've been here about just barely 2 hours within the mine.
Okay, I guess we can just go back.
We gotta look in there. Let's just get out.
Yeah. So, yeah, I
So what
guess
do you guys do? Do you like leave the mines?
Okay.
Merg very much wants to get the hell out of here now.
yeah.
Yeah, not to mention all the things you've noticed. So, all right, we're gonna move up back to the Viridian Hills. And you find yourself back. You find yourself
Sorry, go
back. You find yourself back in the antechamber, as Bosk put it, where guys met the Mr. Dependable and Wandering Wind. And you keep going, and Mr. Dependable is not here. He is not here. That's just an artifact. You guys feel particularly keen on getting some well-earned rest. You've done a lot at this point. And although you weren't able to complete your initial assignment, you did have some spoils from all of this. And then... Okay, let me affect the...
Here, I'll move them.
Yeah,
While you
please
take
do.
care of the thing.
Please do. There you go. Go ahead and move in. Now,
So, anyways, I'll narrate this since you're doing the thing.
okay, thankfully, I have a handle feature. I can just do this. Over here.
So, as you guys are leaving, and I lost Merg.
Oh no.
Merg.
You lost Merg.
Merg disappeared. He is
Wait,
gone. Bye bye.
What happened?
I
Is
don't know,
he-
Emmy moved it right as I did, and it just took your icon away. But
Wait,
anyway,
whoa, whoa.
so continue on. So, fuck the music thing.
Found it. Found it. No worries.
Anyways. So, as you get to be right about here, you hear a sudden and very loud thunderclap ring out.
As in the spell, or just a
A
thunderclap?
sound of
Oh,
just booming thunder. A few seconds, there's another, quickly followed by another.
Is Wandering Wind doing something?
Make a
Sounds like he
history
might
check,
be in a
all of you,
fight.
A history check.
with advantage.
Okay, so +7.
With advantage, you said?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Are we going to...
26.
20 plus...
Boss, you recognize this very well because you've been deafened by it. This is most
Wait.
certainly an explosion from the Thunder Smite spell, considering that, well, you've heard it really up close.
And so does Mozaver and Merg, I would say, because you all heard it before.
I have a 9. I did 19. I put 2 instead of
yeah,
7.
yeah, 100%. All of you recognize this readily. This is something that Wandering Wind has done before.
Boss
Yeah,
would pick up his step, holding his skull from.
So
Right.
as you move forward,
The
you
lightning
now
headache.
begin to hear shouting.
Is Wandering Wind finding with like gnolls or bugbears or something like that?
Holy something.
That's why he wants.
Although,
that's why
for
Boss
him to
wants
be
hurry
discharging
up.
his weapon like that, it's probably something big.
Oh yeah, yeah. Especially if it's like a multiple, like it's like I feel like you. The fact
He's
that
trying
one,
very hard to bring something down as quickly as humanly possible.
Yep.
Yeah,
okay.
no, Bosk is hurrying.
Yeah. Well,
So as you get to here, you hear very obvious sounds of combat. A lot of it.
Merg is sprinting.
I feel like he's finding like multiple.
Very
creatures.
obvious.
Yeah, very
It's
obvious.
very obvious sounds of combat. So you've been out of the light for a while. So as you're rushing out here, you're kind of momentarily blinded as you adjust to it. Because it's one thing to adjust to dark, you have dark vision, but being hit by light suddenly, it kind of gets you for a few seconds.
Huh?
And though as you rush out, you move forward and you see this. Although, hold on, if I knew who did the music thing, I'd do it myself.
Alright.
It's exclamation play, I believe.
Yeah, it's done. Exclamation play and frog beginnings music chat
Yeah, music
um,
chat.
stuff.
Okay. Oh no, everyone's got hiccups.
I have chronic hiccups. I have them all the time.
Oh no.
Haha.
Fine,
All
fine.
the time. Hold on. Let me give you the DJ roll. Now you should be able to do it.
I'm drawing a blank because I'm like hurrying here.
You had a plan, then you.
Anyways, you got that
Hiccups.
bit ready.
Yeah, I should.
So, as you come out and your vision clears, you realize you're kind of in the midst of a battle.
What?
How
Okay,
do you do
wondering
the play thing?
Wandering
Exclamation
Wind is
play.
over there. And...
Ah,
Okay, that's I'm
Son of a
guessing the bees are all bugbears. That's a lot of
It
bugbears.
just left. So,
Oh no, they're just bees.
Join.
They're just
Exclamation
bees.
join.
Not the bees.
Wandering Wind kicked a hive. Not the bees!
how do you do the play thing?
Exclamation play.
And
base,
And then the
and
thing.
then the link. Yeah.
I would have played this a while ago if I knew how to do it.
I had to send that Jeff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. 今回は木刀使わんぞ。しずる。I mean, what?
Anyways, I'll narrate this while you fix that.
Yeah.
Let me find the thingamajiggy.
Mr. Derpendable, by the way. Is that
You might want to loot that.
Fixed it.
Where the
Derpendable?
fuck is it?
There we go. Oh boy.
Anyway, so as your vision's clear, you realize there are bugbears outside. Lots of bugbears. And directly, immediately off to your left, you see and hear Wandering engaged with in combat with a significant number of bugbears. While he appears to be still going strong, it is very apparent that he's sustained heavy injuries, and the bugbears are quickly beginning to overwhelm him.
Well, I guess we have to help him then.
Though, as you see to the south, Mr. Dependable is off to the side. However, he appears to be seemingly captured and tied. And next to him, you see a bunch of bugbears, but also their weapons are pointed at him, and it looks like his hands are tied behind his back.
Oh boy, this is a hostage situation. Jeez.
Although, next to him, you notice someone
Oh.
unusual.
Fucking
Roll history, all of you.
good. Don't die on me, mouse.
My
Yeah.
mouse can't die. It's a wired mouse.
21.
Good for you.
14.
You recognize at a glance that this person next to Mr. Dependable is a Kenku.
Kenku?
Oops.
A Kenku.
What's that?
It's a crow person who can only imitate, never
For the purpose,
Oh!
you see,
create original
for the
things.
purpose of that,
Okay.
you clearly see. Hold on, what was the color?
Oh, it's kind of like that one lady at like the Hell family or whatever. Like you know that one session.
Yeah, he appears to be, or the raven person appears to be held by the leg by one of the bugbears beside him, who also appear to be holding weapons pointed at Mr. Dependable.
Well, I guess there's only one thing to do. Merg draws his really cool bow.
Bosk.
Hold on.
Yeah. Mhm.
One moment.
You're not attuned to it yet, by the way.
And that is where we'll end today's session.
Ah, the
Fuck.
cliffhanger.